Warning, the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
When the threads of creation unravel.
When the sun itself hangs black in the sky.
And the Arcana are silent.
Will you fight for a world that has forgotten you?
Or will you let it burn?
The Arcana are lost.
The planes bleed into one another.
Blasphemy spreads like a plague.
But hey, nothing's truly gone.
Not if you're willing to find it.
What will you do?
Who will you become?
Will you resurrect what was lost?
Or create something new.
The gods are gone.
The world is breaking.
All that remains is you.
Will you rise?
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 Prepare to weave your own fate. Howdy, folks, and welcome to Of Divinity and Darkness. We're playing some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition for you guys today. How's everybody doing this week? How you guys doing? Everybody doing good this week? Anybody been really anxious for the past 7 days about the situation we left off with last week?
Very much so.
Cool. Well, it's good to see all you guys. I hope you guys are doing good. So why don't we push forward here and try to get right into it? So we'll go around the horn. We'll have everyone introduce their character, tell us a little bit about the situation they find themselves in right now, and then we'll catch up and explain what's going on and jump into the game, shall we? So first, we're gonna start off today with Daken, who is playing Madainn Onweer for you guys. How's it going, man?
How you doing? Doing well, pretty good over here. Madainn Onweer, the diviner most divine. Certainly a human though, definitely a human. Card carrying member. And I use those cards to tell fortunes. And I think things are looking good for everybody in the party. Everybody. Totally.
Yeah. I think it'll be. We'll see what's happening. We'll see what's going on. Thank you, Daken. Up next, we've got AWizardOnce, Brandon, playing Asher Starbourne for you guys. Brandon, how are you this week?
I'm feeling good.
Good.
I got a plan in mind. We're gonna see how things go about.
Right on. Yeah, I think we left off with you. You were about to interrogate the merchant, the guy with the two bodyguards, lays in or lays
Something like that. Yes.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you, Brandon. Next up, we've got Rubberband playing Wilde, Otto, Oats for you guys. How's it going, bud?
Feeling nervous. I got 2 backups lock and loaded, but I don't want to use them.
Yeah, he's the I am in danger Simpsons meme today. That's been you for the past. This one right here, I posted in the chaos. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I got faith in you, buddy. I think you might be able to hold your own against these things.
Let's hope the dice have faith in me.
Yes. Let's hope the dice are in your favor today. We will see. Thank you, Rubberband. And last but not least, we've got Sonnemann playing Aldrik Sol for you guys. How's it going, Sonnemann?
Oh, fine, man. Well, I had a plan for last session, but I don't know if it's going to work anyway.
All right. Well, we'll test it out today and see.
Yeah.
I suppose. Now, I think with the way things were, you guys had all split up. And well, basically,
always a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. It's usually not in D&D. It's a great way to get. It's like, what's that movie, The Cabin in the Woods, where it's like supposed to be a trope horror movie, and Chris Hemsworth's character is like, I think we need to split up and we'll cover more ground that way, and the guy who's playing the fool is like, are you serious? Like,
so what you're saying is that you are an evil corporation pumping us full of chemicals to make us make bad decisions?
Oh, you figured out the plot.
Okay, all right.
Next time on Lost. Yeah, great movie. That was such a good movie. Anyway, yeah. So we last episode, you guys investigated the death of Dravik. You then decided you kind of got the idea of what had done it, what did it, what did him in. Let's see. Aldrik got his rapier replaced by the blacksmith's widow. And yeah, you guys were basically getting ready to pack up the caravan. You wanted to check everything because you got the idea that these things might be able to just like stow away in people's crates and stuff. So your idea was to try to get out of town with monsters about and everything, and to check everyone's stuff and make sure that they weren't like infested or carrying more of these things. And it was going good at first. You got the blacksmith packed up and ready pretty much. But as Oats was checking over Veska and Kieran's hut, you you spotted something, and it did not like being spotted. And I think that's where we left off. Feel free to fill in any details if I've missed anything, you guys. Is there anything else that happened last week? Anything I'm leaving out? I mean, Rinji and Yuki were saying some stuff. You guys were hanging out with them. If I recall, Madainn and Aldrik are maybe with them right now.
I think we split 2 and 2, and we're looking for a holy site or a hallowed site with detect magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. So you guys are kind of all split up at the moment. Now, the good news, Oats, is like, you know, if chaos and loud noise and screaming and breaks out and, you know, it's the middle of the day, people are awake. And also Veska's like right outside. So, I mean, your friends will probably be able to get to you in a few minutes. Can you survive that long? Is the
10
question.
turns, Oats. Can you do it?
Because one turn is 6 seconds. I'm thinking at the very least, they're like, it's going to take 10 minutes to get your buddies here. Now, because, you know, you got people wandering. You got people wandering around the village, scanning it with detect magic. That's taking some time.
So what you're saying is above my head just says objective survive.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's some other people close by, you know, maybe Veska can help you. Maybe she can call out to someone who might be nearby to come bail you out. I don't know. We will find out, I suppose. But
we don't even know where everyone is.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
If I recall, it was it was probably like somewhat early in the day. I mean, you guys woke up, some of you scanned the crowd, and then essentially you went straight to investigating Dravik's departure, if I recall. So it's at the latest, it's probably midday. So it's, you know, it's
good time for fighting shadows.
Yeah. Unless you're in a dark hut, but I mean, hey, if you get outside,
who would do that?
If you get outside, then you know you do have, I guess, that light to help you. So let me kind of explain what's going on here before we jump in, Oats. So you came in through the door to make like one last scan of the hovel, as you might say. As I will say, I mean, I'm sorry, Veska, but it's not exactly the homiest looking of places. There's a lot of sand on the floor. Here, let me do that. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you came in to make one last kind of scan of everything. Now I know you see 2 lights on the floor. They're not lit. Like, you guys basically packed up everything that she had in here. So mostly it's just like overturned furniture and stuff that's left inside. But there are windows that are boarded up, probably to keep it cooler in the a day. And there is a door, which you should be able to see all those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, I don't know if the other players can see anything at all.
Nope.
So if you guys are wanting to watch this, you may want to check the stream. While we're plugging, guys, the Discord is public. It's free. You can jump in there. You can ask these guys questions about their characters. You can ask questions about world lore, all that stuff. Here's the link for the Twitch viewers. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description below. And if you want to track me down on socials, there's the link tree where you can find all my stuff. And make sure to like and subscribe and update and comment and all of that great stuff. Tell me what a jerk I am for murdering this guy in 5 minutes here. We will get to that, I suppose. Oats, I have faith in you. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're also testing out the jump gate for the first time for Roll20, so it's kind of new. So some of the buttons look different and stuff. So bear with me as I may have to quickly relearn some things. So Oats, you're gonna roll initiative, bud. Make sure you click your token first. I will also do. Let me pull. Oh, okay. Well, once you rolled, it showed me that all the other rolls are still on there. So give me a second and I'll fix it. Let me get the shadows sheet open. Here. Where are you at? Shadow boy. There we go. All right, so you rolled a 17. Oh, I was test rolling on your sheet to make sure that the sheets weren't broken in Roll20, so make sure you hit public, because nobody else but me and you could see that.
Okay.
And I must have left it on GM only, so that's my bad.
Let's try that one more time.
No, you're good. You're good. It still puts you on the. Yeah. It's still. Oh, it didn't put you on the turn tracker for. Oh, okay, I see why you did that. Well, let me fix it. You'll get your 17. There we go, and there we go. All right. Now there's only one of you for me. All right, let me do this, guys. How does he do? Not as good as you. All right. So, this guy is standing between you and the door as you whirl around and you spot the what was probably your shadow as you came in, or at least looked very convincingly like your shadow, is now peeled off of the door and is starting to move towards you threateningly. You hear the sound of whispers coming from it. What do you do? Your first react.
I gauge what's around me. All of the windows are boarded up. Is there any that look weaker?
I mean, to be honest, they're all kind of like not structurally sound. To be honest with you, like, they're basically like a modern or medieval equivalent of like plasterboard, like nailed over them. So like, you could potentially rip one open with a free action, rip the board off. You'd make an athletics check. I'd probably give you an athletics check for that, but it wouldn't cost you an action. The other option is you could try to just like jump through it. I mean, it's pretty thin wood. Or you could fight this thing. Up to you.
I'm going to make the athletics check on.
Yeah. All right. So you move to the window, make an athletics check. So you like turn to face this thing, and it's you're holding your weapon in one hand. You reach the other hand out and just yank at the end of one of the boards. Oh, buddy. Yeah, and it's like you probably just like you go to grab the end of it where you get the most leverage, right? And it's not exactly lined up with the frame of the window, so you pull on it, and just like the wood is so thin that just like the end that you could get leverage on just breaks off, and now you can't get purchase on that side of it. You know what I mean? You can't do it again this turn for a free action, but you still have your action and whatever remains of your move.
All right, and I'm gonna go to the first plan, which was I'm gonna hit the window with my morning star.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Hey, there are rules for item like wall and material damage and stuff. So let me pull that up. There is something about that. Objects, I think it is. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay. And then this would be probably. I mean, if you're gonna go through it, I would say it'd have to be at least medium size. I would think. You're medium sized.
Yep.
Okay. Roll me a D8, please. Just want to check something. I'll let you do. Okay. Thank you. That's good for me, bad for you. All right. Okay, make an attack roll.
If the Morning Star can't go through this, at least I didn't die face planting into a window.
You hit. Yeah, you hit. Roll damage. Okay. So yeah, you slam into it with the Morning Star. It crunches through and like splinters. It doesn't break it entirely.
Can I use Savage Attacker, or would I have to have declared that first?
What is it? Link
go.
it. Let's take a look. You're trained to deal particularly damaging strike once per turn. When you hit a target with a weapon, you can roll the weapon's damage dice twice and use either roll. Yeah, okay. If you want to roll damage, I guess basically you can roll damage again and take the higher one. That's or you can use.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah. Okay, do it. Yeah. Roll damage again. 7. All right. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So yeah. You rolled 7 HP on this fragile piece of wood that's covering the window. So, yeah. All right. So yeah, your Morning Star crunches through the window. Like it punches right through the wood. There's no glass on the window. I mean, this is a ramshackle like shack. It punches through the wood cleanly, and then like you pull it back through. And when you do, like wood splinters just like go everywhere. Like you make this huge hole in the wall. So you let the light in. The creature instinctively like backs up against, like kind of like recoils and hisses and backs up against the door in response to the light pouring in. Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
All right, you still got some movement, I think, right? You got like 15 feet if you want to move.
Yeah, all right. See, I will keep to face this thing. I'm not going to turn my back on it.
All right, yeah. You move to the next window. All right. Let's see here. Go ahead, mark. There we go. Oh, buddy. All right. Can I mean, am I close enough to do that? Am I close enough? It's not that one. It's yeah, I think I am. Yeah. Okay. So the shadow, like, it backs up in response to the light suddenly filling the room, and then you run across the other side, and it hesitates at first, but then it just runs really fast towards you, almost like gliding across the ground through the sunlight next to you, just out of the light, in the shadow. I don't know if you should be able to see the pattern of light, even though you have dark vision, right?
Yeah, I can see the...
Yeah. So it's just out just in the shadow in this corner, the little bit of shadow that's left here. And it's going to try to murder you, unfortunately.
Will save me.
Roll 20 be wilding out. Okay, the sheet's all weird now. All right, it's fine. Let's see. So it doesn't have like advantage or anything, I don't think. And bonus action. Tread. That's not going to. You've already spotted it. All right, but it's not super intelligent. Okay, attack you. An 8 does not hit, I would assume. Yeah.
Nope.
All right. So it reaches out to you, whispering as it does. You hear all these voices coming from it. You don't see its like mouth moving or anything. You just have this overwhelming sense of dread and cold as it gets close to you. Like you just feel this coldness coming off off it, like all the energy in the room is being sucked out. But it does not harm you. You move out of the way of the hand as it reaches towards you. That's his turn. I think. Yeah, I think he's gonna stay there. You're up.
Avoiding the swipe, I shout at the top of my lungs, "Veska, get the guards!"
Yeah, you scream out to Veska. Make a survival check or a performance, I guess, because you're yelling. Okay, cool. I'm gonna contest it with this. It's a really good check, though. I don't think I'm gonna beat you. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we cut to outside where we see Veska and Kieran, and she hears you yell and turns and looks towards the house, and we see her start yelling, "Help! Help! There's an attack! Help! Someone!" And yeah, we hear the sound of someone nearby. We hear the sound of like metal on metal, and the sound, and then footsteps thudding. Roll me a D2. I want to see who you get. Oh, okay, cool. All right. I'll give him. It's not going to be here immediately, but he's nearby. I'll give him like a round before he gets here. All right. Yeah, you yell out. What else would you like to do? You still have all your actions and stuff.
If I still have it, I will use my free action to try to rip the board down.
Yeah.
Or would that have been the shouting?
No, you didn't interact with an item. You do get one free item interaction a turn. I'll allow it. I allowed it the first time around. I might as well keep allowing it. So, free action. Make a athletics check. Dang, bud, the same thing you got last time.
It's a +6. What the hell?
Yeah. You try to rip the board down. Nothing. It the edge of it just like crumples too easily. You can't get purchase on it. It's too flimsy. Yeah.
I'll swing at the shadow then.
All right.
With a savage attack. That's just to make sure I damage it.
Okay. All right. 24 definitely hits. Uh, 7 piercing. All right. And let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Do I notice if it actually does anything to this?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you do. So you swing the Morningstar at it, and it does kind of like it doesn't feel like hitting a body. There is slight resistance to it, but it's almost like hitting like a liquid in the air or something. You know, like you feel the Morningstar kind of punch through it way easier than you expected. The creature kind of hisses, and you see bits of the shadow like torn from it. Where the Morningstar swung through, and sort of dissipate in the air. You can tell you seem to have hurt it, but it didn't hurt it as much as it should have. I'll tell you that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not a magic Morningstar or anything, is it?
Nope. Just a regular one.
Okay. All right, yeah. Is that your turn? You still have movement.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step up.
You're gonna move 5 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're in the light now. Okay.
And then that will be my turn.
All right.
he's gonna attack you. Shadow is not in sunlight, so you are, but you'd have to back up further, I think, to get him into the sunlight. 16. Does that hit?
It does not.
All right, good. All right, so it strikes out its hands towards you again, reaching for you. You feel the coldness on your face as you just managed to move out of the way and avoid it. I don't think it's going to move. Back to your turn. Oh, actually, hang on. Let's see here. Let me do this. Since we're at the top of the round. Let me do here. And bloop. I roll there 13. All right, good news. So we see this guy come running, covered. Like, we cut back to outside again. This guy comes running. He's probably like a building or two over. It took him, 6 to 12 seconds to come running when he heard the noise and yelling. Veska points to the door, and your congratulations, Oats, your savior today is this guy. Oathbreaker Soul. A guy we haven't really interacted much with, I don't think. She points towards the hut and she's like, Oats, something's attacking him in there. And he looks towards the door and starts to run towards the door. Your turn.
All right, I will just go with an attack straight out this time.
All right. Yeah, you hit.
Will save me. This thing needs to die.
Another 8 reduced to 4. All right, yeah, you tear into this thing again, ripping more pieces out of it. It hisses again in anger at you. It's not quite bloodied yet, but you've reduced its form a significant amount. Yeah, is that your turn?
Yep, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Let's see here. Bloop. The door opens. As Oathbreaker Soul appears at the door and comes barging in. It's not drawing his weapon. He has his big sword on his back, but he doesn't have it in his hands. Let me see here. Ooh. Yeah. All right. All right. Dang, he's not close enough either. All right. Yeah. He his hand like reaches over his shoulder and hovers over the handle of his sword on his back, but he like hesitates to grab it. He looks to you like Oats, and he says, just run. I'll take it from here. And that's his turn. That's his. Well, I guess he could dash. Yeah, he might as well. 5, 10, 15. He'll run up beside you. Yeah. And that's his turn. Can't do anything once he gets there. All right. Okay. All right. Shadow, angered by you. It's also, now it's kind of backed into a corner. It's not like it can really go anywhere. I mean, I guess it kind of could, but it's not going to. It's going to try to attack you again. That's 19.
That hits.
All right, you'd suffer. Did it roll damage? It didn't roll damage, did it? Yeah. Okay. All right, that's interesting.
I'll take the 0 damage. Thank you.
It's make sure that's right with jump gate and everything. I think that's correct. Yeah, jump gate must not be like, some of the rules on old sheets must be acting funny. It was fine up until now. 2 plus 2. All right. So you take 8 necrotic damage.
Reduced to 4.
All right. You're resistant to necrotic.
No, the anvil will never break. The anvil never breaks. Is on my armor.
Oh yeah, it reduces the next hit you take, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah, because you got your armor maintained. Oh, cool. Yeah, all right. So you reduce the damage. That effect is now gone. You can erase that. Your strength is reduced. Roll me a d4. Here, let me copy and paste it since it didn't do it when I hit roll damage. Okay. Your strength score is reduced by 2. So make a note of what your strength is supposed to be. And then like keep that in your notes somewhere. So if you do recover it, you can, increase it back to the right amount, but your strength score goes down by 2. And obviously I'll need you to let me know if it gets reduced to 0. Go ahead.
That's not good. It's reduced to 17 plus 3.
Oh, okay. So it was at 19. All right. So of all the people whose strength to drain, you seem to have the most available to spare. So that's good. All right. That's the Shadow's turn. We're back to you.
Is this thing in sunlight yet, or?
No, it's so the here. Let me see if I can show you the.
Now the lines are a bit harder to see.
Yeah, the line. Here, well, that's snapping to center. Let me turn off snap. Can I do that? No snap. All right. So the line from the window of the light goes like this. So yeah, it's not in the sunlight. It's still technically in at least dim light or darkness. It's in that dark corner. That's why when you're standing by the other window, if you had managed to open it, like, yeah, it probably would be in direct sunlight right now. Just guessing.
Which is why I asked, so I could.
Yeah, like you retreated into the sunlight, but the shadow has to be in sunlight for it to suffer negative effects. And it's not the square. The square it's in is completely out of the sunlight. Yeah. You can see the line I'm drawing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just trying to see my movement, and it just kept pinging.
Okay.
I take a 5-foot step to the window and attempt to rip it off.
All right. Make a athletics check. Yeah, okay. This time you do. Yeah. So you reach up to the window one-handed and you just like rip the plywood off. The nails go flying across the room.
It's just too strong.
Maybe
that was the problem.
Yeah, maybe some of them break off or whatever, but yeah, you do manage to open the window. Yeah, the room floods with light from another angle. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to turn up the opacity or to like really be able to see where the light is, but I'm pretty sure the whole area is like gonna be full with light. It's hard to. Usually I would just see through your eyes. Oh, actually I can do this because I don't think Homeboy has dark vision. Okay, yeah. Basically the whole room is now full of light. There's like one little slim spot that's not, but essentially the whole building is full of light now.
Yeah, seeing through my eyes, everything's just perfectly well lit.
Yeah, because you have dark vision, so
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was free interaction. So you still got your action and all that fun stuff.
All right, I'm going to make a savage attack.
Go for it. Oh wait, I just you miss, but I just noticed something. When you hit it before, because it's a morning star, it should have been getting disadvantage on its next attack.
Yes, because I have mastery.
All right, that's my bad. I didn't notice that. Feel free to correct me on stuff like that. I'm not sure if it would have mattered. I don't know. I have to go back and look. But
yes, you would have missed.
All right. Well, I can't retcon it now. But well, which one was it that would have missed? Probably
the strength drain, because 13 was your
right.
Would have been the disadvantage.
So you'd get 4 HP back.
Yep, and my strength back.
Yeah, and your strength back. All right, it's fine. Go ahead. It's my
cool.
bad. I'll try to pay better attention from now on. I usually don't retcon stuff, but make an exception early in the campaign and all.
I mean, it's also my fault. I should keep track of my stuff.
You good. It's right there in the chat. I should have seen it. All right. So yeah, you swing the morning star again. This time it misses. As the creature is a little bit more ready for you this time and ducks back into the shadow out of the way.
I bluster a bit at it. Come on now. Where'd all that courage go now that you're not attacking me alone?
Yeah, it like hisses, its eyes darting, like the little glowing orbs where its eyes are darting back and forth between you and Oathbreaker Soul. It's starting to seem kind of panicked maybe, or not as confident. It doesn't speak really, but that your turn?
Yep, that would be the end of my turn.
All right. Oathbreaker Soul. Oh, buddy. Yeah, you swing and miss, and he goes, just get out of here, and he draws his sword. He has to make a wisdom save. Where's the thing?
Wait, he tried to punch this thing?
No, he draws his sword.
Okay, because I heard swing and miss and then draws his sword.
No, I said he has to make a wisdom save for drawing his sword. It's a special thing. He's fine though. He's fine. He takes a swing at the creature. He crits.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a magic sword. He fucking kills the thing. Boom. He like cuts through it. And the creature like bisects the shadow. The creature like splinters into 2 parts and then dissipates into the air around the room. As a quiet kind of falls over the room. You both kind of standing there out of breath for a moment. Are there any more of them? What was that thing?
I don't know. It kind of sounded like, well, the Diedrich. But that was the only one. Now there's one left, hopefully. But bless the Arcana, we did it. We survived. I pat his shoulder.
Just barely. He kind of like pats your shoulder back, and like he starts to smile, but then it's like something catches his attention. He looks down at his other hand, holding the blade. Oh gosh. Okay.
At two soul.
Then he raises it to take a swing at you.
What you doing, buddy?
I'll say initiative. Roll initiative. If you rolled a 1, you would never have had to deal with this. The good news is he crits. Or he crit fails. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Okay, so like he's hesitating. Like there's this moment where he seems to be like he makes a face. Make an insight check.
I have no idea.
Yeah, he does something weird with his face. He kind of like scrunches his nose and squints his eyes shut for a second, and then he raises the sword to attack you. Like he's clearly raising it to swing it at you. What do you do? Fights back on.
Well, fights back on, so I can't move more than 5 feet without getting smacked.
You're in combat now, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Disengage is an action.
It's true.
What about disarm?
I don't think there's a disarm action. There are abilities that do disarm. But I don't think there's like a disarm action. Let me check.
I'm so used to Pathfinder. That's why I was like, disarm, yes.
There's a battle master ability that allows you to disarm someone.
Okay.
When you hit them.
I do not have it. Yeah, I'll disengage and
yeah, okay.
Run to
disengage so he can't attack you.
And
you run to the door.
And then I will turn and face him so he cannot leave.
You look at the specific details of this. Okay. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Is Veska still outside?
Yeah. She's probably still screaming for more help, actually. But he was the closest one. It's gonna be a bit before anyone else gets here, I think.
I guess again I'll yell over my shoulder, Veska's soul's gone crazy. Get out of here.
Yeah,
just my luck.
He yells out in anger, and he like after you take off running across the room, he swings the sword at like the nearby stuff, like just the stuff on the counter or the furniture. His damage is working, which is weird. Did it roll right? It did. It's weird that the shadow sheets damage wasn't working right. I don't know. Some stuff seems a little bit funny with jump gate. Maybe we'll get used to it with time. Or just make new sheets for everything. So he cuts. He like swings at the counter and breaks the counter. He's like screaming in anger now. And he kind of like shakes his head back and forth again. He's like squinting and scrunching his nose. And he says, Oats, just get out of here. Go. Get away from me. As he just like starts like you hear the sound of like splintering furniture and things being knocked to the ground, and he's like trashing the hut, whatever's left in here. He doesn't run towards you. That's his turn.
So if he is not actively attacking me, I'm going to take another 5-foot step and just guard the door and watch him go berserk, I guess.
Okay, you're just gonna stand there and watch him. All right.
Yep. Let's just see if he wears himself out. I don't want to attack him, given he could very much destroy me. But I can't let him leave.
I'll give him another wisdom save. No, he fails again. He takes another swing at the other side of the counter that he hasn't destroyed yet. He hit. Oh, he misses, actually. It's wood, so he doesn't manage to damage it. And he's just like pounding on the furniture that's left over there. And he's screaming at you to leave. Like, he's like, just get out of here now. And he's like, he's not even looking at you, but he's just like yelling at you. His face is flush red now as all the blood is rushed to his, all the veins are popping in his like neck and face and forehead and stuff. Make a, what's your passive perception?
11.
Make a perception check. Yeah, no idea. He's just being weird, man. Yeah. So you're just going to keep standing there and watching him? It's your turn now.
Like, player-wise, I have a feeling this is about the combat being initiated, but I can't just let him run, like, if he leaves and attacks someone.
You could lock him in.
Yeah, but from what he's doing to the things, to the furniture, I doubt it would keep him. But
Question,
yeah.
who else is around by you? Because if there's other people around by you, they could help. And if there's no one else around by you, there's no one else around there for him to be a threat to.
That's a good point. Yeah, I will leave.
Okay. You want to walk outside?
Yep.
Yeah. You get out there and you see Veska standing nearby, yelling. You see somebody else running towards the hut. You see this guy. He's probably still a bit further away than this, but
Right, the other unhinged one.
yeah, kind of. Yeah. This is Haojin the Laughing Hound. Yeah. This guy. Yeah. He's coming running, and he's like, "What's going on?" As he's like running up.
We found one of the monsters, and then Sol just kind of went berserk.
He starts laughing. Yeah. He says, "What do you mean berserk?" As he's running up.
I mean, that is Sol.
Is
the
that
crashing noises.
Yeah. We just hear the sound of like furniture being destroyed inside. I'll say the combat's over. For now. As we just hear like the sound of breaking furniture and things being thrown around the inside of the shack. Let me give him a save. Oh, buddy. He doesn't get advantage on this, does he? No, he doesn't. Oh man. Yeah, the sound is getting like you hear stuff being broken and splintered and thrown against the walls and him screaming and yelling. Nothing in particular. Yeah, but he doesn't come outside. He's just in there throwing a temper tantrum right now. As he goes, Haojin kind of like turns his head and he says, "Should we deal with him?"
I don't think we should like hurt him, but we should definitely make sure he doesn't leave.
Yeah, he says, "Fine, no fun."
If you want to go in there and get your ass kicked, that's your prerogative, man. I watched him take down a creature in one shot. I'm not getting on the end of that.
Yeah, let's see. Uh, yeah, I think he would. I think he says, "All right, move out of the way. I just want to see what he's doing." He steps towards the door. He looks like pushes the door open slightly, and then he like kicks it open and runs in. I guess they're gonna be in combat for a minute because that's what's gonna happen. As the door closes behind him, you just hear the sound of like, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" And then you just hear crashing sounds as the two of them start to scuffle. They're kind of actually prompt another wisdom save from him. They both have some stuff. You hear Soul starting to laugh hysterically. Like there's like a couple crashing sounds, and then you hear Soul laughing, as opposed to his yelling. And you hear like another thump and the sound of like metal skittering across the ground. And then you hear Haojin say, all right. I got him. He's fine. Yeah. And everything kind of goes quiet.
I'll open the door and see what's happening.
Yeah, you open the door and the sword that Soul was wielding is like thrown across the room from him. He's knocked down on the ground and Haojin is like holding him down and just like grinning in his face. This really unsettling smile. The sword is probably like over here somewhere. And Soul is like Soul goes, I'm sorry. I couldn't snap out of it. Oats, are you okay? Did I hurt you? You just stand there.
I'm back. Hello?
Oh, okay. Did we lose you for a second?
Yes.
Okay. So you open the door and Soul's sword is like skittered across the ground on the floor. Haojin is like holding him down on the ground. Soul's like on his back, and Haojin is like holding him down on the ground. And Soul and Haojin's like got this really unsettling grin on his face. He's just like staring him down with this creepy grin on his face. And Soul like apologizes and he's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't control myself. Oats, are you okay? Did I hurt you?
I'm fine.
And
you
he's
missed.
just like, he's just like trying to catch his breath. And you hear Soul say, the creature, what was it? It just came apart, right? It worked. We took care of it, right?
Yeah, it's dead. I assume. I'm not a expert on these things.
Good. Then it was worth it. And he looks up at Haojin and he's like, you can let me up now. And how Jen like looks over his shoulder at you. Stops smiling for a second. He looks over his shoulder at you and kind of like raises an eyebrow.
I shrug. If his temper tantrum is over. He wasn't so talkative when he was destroying stuff.
Yeah, he lets him go. Stands up and takes a step back, and Sol stands up, kind of like brushes himself off. And he says, sorry about that. Sometimes it just, well, it's a long story. And he takes a couple steps towards the sword. He reaches towards his belt and grabs a cloth, like this red it's kind of like a towel but shorter, and he wraps it over his hand. Takes another step closer to the sword. Just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to do something if you wanted to.
I feel like that's a bad idea, but it's his sword, and I'm not alone.
He like wraps his hand with the cloth. He reaches down and he picks up the sword with the cloth around his hand, and he like stares at it for a minute, and then he puts the sword on in the sheath on his back, and he lets go of it, still holding the cloth wrapped around his hand, and then he tucks the cloth into his waistband, and he says, and he takes a step closer to you guys. He says, we should warn the others. There could be more of these things.
Unless someone else is dead, there's one more.
Are you certain?
I'm going to guess from what it looked like that's the thing that we're searching for, and there's only two of them. That one and one other.
Yeah, they both kind of exchange looks, and then Haojin says, well, let's go hunt it down then. And then we end the scene here. We'll cut back to here. Let's take a look here. So we had while all that is going on, here I'm gonna put Shadow Boy is not there anymore with you. And yep, I'll put Haojin and Sol with you over there. These folks are not near you right now, but you took care of the blacksmith's widow at least. Oh, that was weird. All right. All right. So let's see. We'll focus on somebody else for a second here. Asher was off. Asher, you went to talk to Zhen. Was it Zhen Wei? Is that right?
I believe someone said we needed to check into the merchant's goods.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Okay. Now, why don't you guys do this? So, you're checking with them. I want to roll to see who we go to next. What are Aldrik and Yuki doing? You guys are doing around the detect magic, right? And then Madainn and Renji are doing the same thing.
Yep.
Okay. So, why don't y'all make like 5 Arcana checks each?
Very good.
Okay.
Cool. Good. Let me just.
All right. Somebody roll me a D2, please. Oh, that's there we go. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so Madainn, you and Renji get the first hint first. Like you're walking around the town for a while, like scanning every part of it. You don't pick up anything within like the village, like where all the buildings are, but you do find something outside. Maybe as you're walking along the perimeter, you realize, oh, that makes total sense. You start to pick up a detection coming from the like the ruined pillars where you sparred, or with where Aldrik and Oats sparred with Yuki. It's like, oh, that is old stone. They said that the place that they had used before was old stone. It was hallowed ground. So like you know what I'm talking about, right? The pillars.
Yeah, I thought we had detect magicked them during the fight.
Did you? Oh,
we might have just searched for traps and stuff. That might have been I might have been misremembered.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you did, and I didn't pick up on it. I thought you were I remember you were doing something to detect something. I assumed it was for Renji and Yuki.
Well, he did the detected magic, but I don't remember exactly how and why. But if he had the spell up, he would be picking it.
I wasn't specifically looking for hollowed things though, so that might be.
Yeah, let me take a look at
Oh
something.
yeah.
Let me take a look at something. Let me take a look at this. What does this do? What is the effect this has? It loads. So, okay. All right. Well, I mean, if you did it before and you didn't detect anything, then I can't give you a break now. So it's not hallowed ground. I don't want to retcon it. I was gonna cut you guys some slack and give you a place, but a little sanctuary spot. But never mind. I will not do that. All right, you guys walk the village and you don't find anything that would be considered hallowed ground. Maybe you get a hint of something from the ruins, but it's been deactivated, maybe dispelled, or something along those lines. Renji probably makes a comment of like, "Oh, well, that's old stone over there." But then you're like, "I tried it earlier, didn't pick up anything from it." You walk by again to check just in case, nothing. What do you guys do?
So neither of us find anything, right?
Correct. Yeah, you guys walk the whole city. You don't find anything that would basically be hallowed ground here. Although, what's your passives?
16.
16 and
I think 10. Let me check. Yeah, 10.
Okay. Make perception checks. Or investigation. Okay. Wow. All right.
Nice.
Okay. You do notice something kind of odd, Madainn. You like first you spot like an area where there's like cracked ground. This is like as you're walking around the village. Maybe it's just outside one of the like shacks that are falling apart. You notice this spot where the ground is like all the ground is dry, but this spot looks like it was it like it's like hardened and cracked, like it was wet at some point in time. You notice it again when you're walking through a ruined building, but it's inside. You check it out, and you kind of like put two and two together. Like, oh, I've seen a few of these, like near a bunch of the different buildings. And you like get down on your hands and knees. You start digging around where you find one of these spots. And basically like a few inches down, the sand is like hard and compacted here from like moisture buildup in the past or something. And you start like pulling it apart, and then it's like a few inches down there's a sudden gap in the ground that goes down probably not far, maybe like 2-3 inches. And then there's stone. And you start pulling it away and pulling it away, and what you end up discovering is like and it's like a stone kind of lip that's probably like a foot or two across at most. And it's got like a lip on either side, but it runs horizontal, probably. I mean, as far as you can tell, like as far as you can dig up with your hands, it just keeps going in either direction, horizontal. And it's basically like in the floor of one of these houses. Make a intelligence check.
Just raw intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, unless you know what this is, like if you know out of character what this probably is, you can just use. Okay, 24. Yeah, it's probably like it's first of all, it's there's really old stains on it and stuff, like it's worked stone. But yeah, you start to put two and two together. It's probably some kind of like irrigation or maybe like a primitive like sewer line that's been in disuse for ages. Maybe even like an aqueduct or something when the town was first settled. um but it's long run dry. um and if you're right about that, then probably a lot of these old buildings in the village are connected by this. So you pick up on that while you're investigating stuff and checking stuff out, but no hallowed ground, unfortunately.
I will suggest that we take this newfound knowledge back to the main group.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll cut over to Echo. Are you with us, Brandon? Brandon?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you approach the would-be settlement of Zhen Wei and his bodyguards here. They haven't unpacked and moved into like a building. Their wagon is still packed up, and they've like let out an awning and maybe some like tents or bedrolls nearby. There's probably like a little fireplace that they set up. Um, Other than that, they haven't really like settled anyway. And they're probably looking over their things when you approach. But you notice that Jian and Lian immediately like turn as you
Before
walk.
I'm even there, I'm going to take a step back.
Yeah.
All right. So as
You want
Asher
to
is
sneak up on him?
is making the approach, he ducks out of line of sight, sort of closes his eyes for a bit, and whispers, Starbourne, touch ephemeral art, let magic bloom and do its part, and sort of plucks an invisible string from the air and sort of gestures down towards his hand, which he rubs, arm, which he rubs a little bit, and then he says, Landia Kailika. And then sort of something pops around him for a little bit as he sort of, the air kind of goes back to normal as he just sort of exhales and then steps out, sort of takes a moment to limber on up as he slips back into a part of himself that he hasn't used in a while, as a smile kind of just spreads across his face. And he casually makes his way on up to the gentleman there, not trying to hide anything, just, his normal self. Maybe a little different air, but that would take a very keen eye to determine. As he sort of saunters on up, he's like, friends, how are you doing this fine afternoon?
Leanne and Gian don't say anything. They just stare coldly at you. They're basically standing at attention on either side of Zhen Wei, who is like...
Zhen Wei is the merchant, right?
Yeah. This is Zhen Wei here. This one is Jian, and this one is Lian. The Zhen Wei is like lighting a stick of like incense, essentially. And he's setting it on like a what serves as like a wooden table at the edge of the awning. And he kind of like wafts some of the smoke toward him. And you hear him kind of breathing it in. And he says, "Good day, Asher. What brings you to our wagon?"
Well, I don't know if you've heard, there seems to be a bit of a... Yes, hello, now you want attention. Seems to be a bit of a trouble in these areas. A creature hiding. People have called for the searching of goods, trying to root this creature out. I thought perhaps you might appreciate myself, rather than, say, one of the guards, inspecting your wagon.
His eyes turn to Jian, and then back to you, and he says, "Creatures, you say? Are you worried we're hiding something in our wagon from you?
Oh, nothing that I am not already aware of. I'm worried something has slipped in without your notice. Now, we don't need to do this. Perhaps it stays with you. Perhaps it hides in there with you. Perhaps when you break away, it breaks out and it kills the three of you. That's no skin off my nose. But if it were to kill others in and around this area, it would multiply. And, well, I think that would be a very bad thing for all of us. Don't you think, as I sort of, stretch out my arms a little bit and let the sleeve fall down to see the barest hint of the mark that is secreted on my arm.
Yeah, you were. You used prestidigitation.
Yeah. I did. As you see the symbol that we found carved into the wall.
Yeah, the Ouroboros thing. The dragon
yeah.
Ouroboros bit. All right, yeah. Make an insight check to see if they react to the symbol.
Right. I'll use one of my inspirations for this.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
That'd be a 16.
Yeah. So, okay. So you're pretty confident that you got a good read on them. Here, I mean, I'll give them a roll. But I would call this a success, but just in case it's not actually a success, let me give them checks here. Well, okay. He's got a pretty good roll for that, actually. What about this one? He's not good at it. All right. It is. He doesn't even actually have the skill, so he just has to make a charisma. He does not have advantage. And this one. See? All right. So, okay. So Zhen Wei is very hard to read.
The merchant is very hard to read, but the other two were obvious responses.
Which is weird because they're the most stoic kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't seem to pay it any mind. They don't seem concerned with it. They both look at it and then they just glance back up at you they don't react to it. They don't seem to notice any importance in it. Their eyes don't widen or anything. Zhen Wei says, "Oh no, tragedy must be avoided. Then safety must be taken." You can tell he's kind of patronizing you a little bit. And he says, "Not to worry, Asher. My guards can look through our goods, make sure nothing extra has crept aboard. I certainly trust their blades and fists against any dangerous creatures such as you described more than you."
And when what's the Jin Woo, I believe is his name. The captain of the guard.
Jin Hai, yeah.
Jin Hai. When Jin Hai comes over to inspect it personally and finds what you have in there, because I don't care. I don't give a shit as to what you guys are actually bringing. I am simply trying to do what I need to do. So if there needs to be a big hullabaloo and you lose the shipment you are trying to protect, it's no skin off my nose, but I have a feeling whoever you are going to deliver this to will be mighty upset that you took that risk instead of simply letting me look.
Jian, his hand goes to his blade and he draws it, not fully out of its sheath, but only about 2 inches. You just hear the quick shh of metal coming loose from the sheath.
Oh my! What do you think will happen when I scream that you are attacking me? When I call that you've raised arms against me? When all I came here was searching for the thing that has killed one of our members? Do you think they will not tear your entire cart apart? Put that weapon away before you do more harm with it.
Make an intimidation check, I guess.
I'm trying to persuade him.
Well, it sounds like you're threatening him with, "Oh, well, you kill me, they're going to come and tear your cart apart. You better put your weapon away before you get yourself in trouble." It's kind of what it sounds like to me. But they're both charisma checks, right?
Use another one of the things there.
All right.
Oh, sorry. 19.
All right, you used another inspiration.
Yes.
All right, let's see. He's not going to be good at countering it, I don't think, but I'll give him an insight. 17. His eyes dart to Zhen Wei. And he lets go of the sword. It sinks back into his sheath, but he doesn't like do anything. He doesn't move or anything. And Zhen Wei kind of look like his head turns towards him for a second, and then back to you. And he says, if it's trouble you seek, Asher, my people are among the most trained. He says, if you think that Jin Hai or any of his foolish mercenaries could tear our cart apart, I'm afraid you'll need more men. I don't think they compare to the devil sitting on my shoulder, outsider.
I think that devil sitting on your shoulder isn't here. And you are taking a mighty fine gamble.
Let's give Zhen Wei insight check against your 19. He kind of like leans forward. He breathes in the smoke a bit, like as if he's mulling it over. And then he takes a seat in a chair. He kind of like sighs. He says, "Fine. Look through it if you must. But don't say I didn't warn you. Lien, stand down." And he looks back to you and he says, and I'd better not hear anything from Jin Hai about our goods.
What do you mean? You sell the finest herbs. I plan to tell him that they're all up to par. Do you not want him to speak that for you? Do you not want me to tell him that?
He nods and gestures to the wagon. And he says, "Get it over with."
I'm going to walk on in there. I'm going to ask that we open up windows or anything else we can.
Yeah, I mean, you're outside right now. Like the wagon.
That's what I'm saying,
yeah, like you can just take the cover off the wagon basically and have direct sunlight on everything. You can do that.
Mm-hmm. Sure, yeah. And so I'm going to start looking around, trying to figure out what it is that they have in here and see if I find the other shadow or the shadow.
Make a investigation or perception check. All right. 14?
Yep.
All right. So you start looking through boxes and crates and some of the stuff that they're carrying. The first like layer of goods you're looking through, the stuff on the outside of the wagon, basically. You're mostly finding expensive but basically normal trade goods. You're finding things like silks. Of course, there's rare herbs and spices. There's lots of those. Incenses, like scented herbs, and even like gems. Probably some coin. Maybe a larger hoard of coin than you would have expected. You keep digging a bit further, looking through more crates, pry another crate open, and inside you find what seems to be more normal goods at first, but then you find a hidden compartment that's sort of like a place where like there's a gap in the outside of the crate and the inside of the crate, and you like wedge that gap open, and inside you find some falsified documentation. Basically like forged court documents for like essentially IDs, fake IDs, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you what do you do with that? You just leave it there? Or?
Yeah. I mean, maybe like take a quick glance over it, like I'm like, I'm not like gonna pick it up and look at it like oh, what's all this stuff? I'm just completely, just like tamping it down, just like making sure there's nothing else in that little shadowy area that it would be hidden in, like just like, all right, nothing in there. Shine a little light down in there, from a lantern. Just go, all right, they're core documents. I'm not getting the specifics of these because I'm not going to take the time to read them,
Yeah.
And then, continue searching.
Yeah. You open another crate nearby, and it's like the smell pours out from it. Actually, it's probably, you open a crate, and inside are a bunch of these like clay vases. And they probably are sealed shut. But you like wedge one of the lids, and it kind of cracks. Maybe it's got like a cork seal or a wax seal on it. And then like a strong scent hits you. It's not like death or anything, but it's musky, like a musky, earthy kind of scent. You hold the lantern over and look down, and it's just full of fungus, mushrooms, loads of them.
I'm gonna make sure I put my hand over my, mouth as I sort of, kind of stop myself from breathing and put fabric over it as I just look on in there.
Make a con save with advantage.
All right.
Yeah, you're mostly fine. Like you definitely breathe some of it in, but it's not going to overtake you, or whatever the effects of it might be aren't going to be enough to like overtake you or anything. Feel a little bit lightheaded afterwards, but nothing that would impede you.
Yep.
Yeah, I assume you keep digging. There's more.
Yep.
And you open some more crates, more trade goods, and then you get to the deepest layer, the farthest layer into the wagon, and you find a sealed iron coffer. It's kind of buried behind some of the other crates, like hidden out of sight. And on the outside of it, you see glowing arcane sigils.
I'm going to ask them, is it magically sealed?
Zhen Wei shrugs. Yeah, he doesn't say anything.
Then
he just like shrugs.
I would suggest that your men check that once we're done.
He says coldly, you insisted on investigating everything, did you not?
Oh, I was going to leave you that secret, but if you wish to, please open it up.
Yeah, Zhen Wei like reaches in his pocket. You hear like the rattling of metal. And he pulls from his pocket like a key, tosses it to you. Doesn't even get up.
Yeah. What is inside?
He shrugs. He says, "Don't know. Haven't looked. We're just transporting it."
You're not supposed to open it?
He nods.
Then I hand him back the key.
Probably for the best.
If your job is to say we don't open this package, that's why I asked you about this package. I'm not here on a fishing expedition. I'm seeking a particular quarry. And that is not the quarry. You can keep your secrets. I'm not here to expose you.
Make a... What's your passive?
Passive what?
Perception.
13.
Make another perception check.
Nope.
Yeah. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
That's fine.
But yeah, you don't find any like shadows hiding in their stuff or anything like that.
Right.
The coffer is basically the last bit. The rest of the stuff is goods. I mean, it's scented oils and herbs and some drugs. Obviously, there's probably some drugs that aren't so illicit too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's fair to say no now, though, that I know basically what they're doing. I can describe what it is, what they're trading, what they're selling, and I know. And there was a case with arcane runes on it. I didn't look into that case.
Yeah.
Right. With that, I'm going to exit the cart and say, looks as if you are all clear. You should be on the lookout, though. This cart and wagon would be just the perfect place for a creature like such to hide. And I wouldn't want any fine gentleman such as yourself falling into any trouble. Now, it's not Jin. Is it Jinwoo for the
Jinhai, the leader?
Jinhai, yes.
Yeah.
No, not Jinhai. The names of the. It really help if these people on your thing had actual names on them.
Here, I'll assign them there. I'll do the thing where you can see their names.
Yeah.
There, that one.
Zhen Wei, the silent merchant. I'm going to go now, good sir. You wouldn't happen to have any makeup for sale? Foundation, covering things.
He tilts his head to the side and he says, "What for?"
Well, I am a performer. I must always look my best.
He says, might have something you could use. Not exactly meant for the stage, more subtle.
Subtle is exactly what I'm going for.
Yeah, he directs you probably to one of the crates you searched, where there might have been like disguise kits inside. I would think some of the disguise kits would have stuff that would work as maybe it's not makeup per se, but it's material. It would work as makeup. Like you could definitely like make yourself look like somebody else with it.
So how I'm assuming it's gonna be something like a couple silver pieces for this.
Yeah, let me check.
Sure.
Let's see here. They're 25 gold.
25 gold for the entire kit. I'm just trying to buy like a thing of makeup.
The kit contains cosmetics, hair dye, small props to create disguises. If you're just wanting the cosmetics, he'll sell it to you for 10.
For 10?
Yeah.
All right. I will take the makeup thing for there. I will pay him 12 gold.
A tip, very generous of you.
I mean,
outsider.
after all, I mean, I have nothing to hide and nothing that needs to be reported on either. I'm sure we understand each other.
Yeah, he nods and he says, I think we do. I think we understand each other. You can add to your inventory cosmetics from a disguise kit. You have 1 pound of this makeup. And it can basically work the same way as a disguise kit, I suppose. You just don't have any props. So, well, if like you come up with
Any
a disguise that you would need props and stuff, you just won't be able to do that.
Sure. No, makes sense. I am going to take out some of the concealing powder, and I'm going to powder it over my mark.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They don't seem to pay any
And-
mind to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm going to put the sleeve down, and I'm going to clean off my hands and thank him and make my way away.
He kind of like slowly bows. Jian and Lian both kind of like exchange a look as you start to walk away. The sort of like tension in the air kind of gives way a bit as you walk away from their wagon. Yeah. Are you planning on regrouping, or is there anything else you wanted to do?
Sure. I will go and report that their wagon is completely free of the shadow, and there is nothing else of note there.
All right. Yeah. You do. You report back to presumably, I guess, Shinhai or the others who might be probably gathered in the center of town by now, where everybody is sort of gathering up. I guess these folks would probably be making their way there too. Are you doing the same thing, Oats? Kind of regrouping with everybody?
Yeah, since we already got one, we gotta let Jin Hai know and the rest.
Yeah. And Madainn and Aldrik, y'all doing the same?
Yeah, with the added bonus of letting folks know there might still be one in the houses, more likely than the wagons, given the whole aqueduct system.
Yeah. Good thinking. Here, let me delete these. We don't need these hanging around now. All right. So yeah, you guys regroup in the center of the town. You've started kind of getting everybody to pack their things up and assembling them. Yeah. While you guys are doing that, is there anything else you want to do? Okay.
Is there like everybody's pretty much at their wagons?
I mean, the people you've dealt with so far, at least, are pretty much like ready. The folks that you've helped gather their stuff up, they're good to go. Zhen Wei and them are kind of already good to go. They never really unpacked. And like everyone else has probably gotten the word through some of Jin Hai's people or what have you. Like I imagine other folks that knew you guys are going to be packing up have also been helping get people ready and stuff the same as you. But I mean, mentioning that these things might be traveling through the aqueducts is probably good knowledge to everyone. Like that's definitely something to keep in mind. The Jin Hai says, well, we can try to stay and take it out. Maybe we can keep everyone together, lure it to one place. I mean, surely it can't take all of us. If Oats, Sol, and Hao Jin managed to take one down, and Hao Jin's like, oh, I didn't see it. Then he pauses for a second, and he just keeps going, and he says, then surely all of us can deal with the last one.
I agree. We should kill this thing, make the town safe.
Do we have a way to locate it besides waiting for it to come to us?
Do any of you have a way to locate it?
I'm assuming the rest of the search has brought up nothing.
Yeah, nobody's found the last one yet.
It could be there was only one.
There was, but then it killed old Dravik.
And I'm pretty sure the one I killed was Dravik.
You're fairly certain the one you killed was Dravik? What makes you say that?
It mumbled really creepily and it sounded like Dravik.
Yeah, there's
Does anyone know what these things are?
Was it Madainn or Aldrik that kind of had a good idea of what these things were? Somebody did, didn't they?
It was Aldrik.
Yeah, do you want to tell him?
I already did know. But
well,
anyway.
he might have been asleep if it was last episode, so I don't know if you want to fill him in again.
Well, these creatures are shadows. They are the embodiment of darkness. They they suck your strength and make you. And if they can kill you, you will become one of them.
Instantly become one of them?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
He asked if it was instantly. He said, do you instantly become one of them?
Oh, no, that will take a few hours.
Hours. Okay, so we are outside of the window.
I would say so, yes.
All right, then, and anyone who dies becomes one.
No, that will be only neutral or good people. An evil creature will be exempt of that.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Also, they are attracted to the best of us.
Yeah, they'll attack there. The question, of course, is: are we sure it's? We don't know. Well, we can assume that then we've gotten rid of one. We have possibly another one moving around, assuming that our deceased priest was not some sort of selfish jerk or other tainted soul. He was at least a decent person, which is a fair assumption. The other issue then is I'm not certain that it could just be two.
Yep, I would agree with you.
And
I mean,
now that
we better
we've
hope there are
dispatched,
just two, but
now that we've dispatched one, there seems to be plenty of times where it could bide its time. We don't know it needs to attack each day, does it? Does it need to attack each day?
no, I don't believe so.
So it could go dormant for years.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't know how long it could go without feeding, but I would assume that it was dormant in the bulb or the thing that we found.
Do you want to know? Do you remember what you rolled last time?
Crit.
It was a crit?
Yes.
All right. Let me take a look at these guys.
I don't believe there's any information about that specific point, but
All right. Well, I'll tell you this. They They are. Let me make sure. Yeah. They are undead, so
Yeah.
they can probably stick around for a long time. Like, I think it's fair to reason that they don't need, like, they're not going to die if they don't consume a soul. And since they were probably been in this abandoned village for months, just waiting for more prey. Maybe they were preying on animals and stuff too. I suppose that's possible. Out in the desert, but yeah, you're pretty sure that like they can stay around for a while. It's not like you can starve them out, really.
So they
So
can
I'm going
wait
to.
and wait until they have the. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So I'm going to change my answer. So
Yeah, they're just not
Well,
very
they're-
smart. There's not very intelligent creatures, so it's not like they're
Yeah.
gonna plan an ambush or like they're pretty impulsive. So
yes, for sure. Well, they aren't dead, so I believe your assumption is right. Also, they could feed on animals around here, and with that, they could hold for a long time. The other thing is, maybe they already did, and maybe we're going to face such animals.
That could be a thing. I hope not. I'm assuming these things are not super intelligent.
No, they're not.
All right. That's fair, but it seems as if even then they are still able to pick targets and attack. They aren't
Yeah, they are
driven by
attracted to the best of us. They are attracted to people that are
yes,
involved in good deeds.
yes, they only reproduce from consuming the life force of non-evil humanoids.
Yeah, that what was what I said before.
Yeah.
So,
Are people planning on staying here in the village?
That would seem inadvisable.
I have to agree with that.
If no one is staying here in the village, then I'd say, though, that means the necessity of exterminating this possible last 1 or 20 may be less pressing. Warning signs could be erected. We can put up a thing that says, "Here be shadows. Beware."
Aldrik, correct me if I'm wrong, but a shadow that has been taken in this way, its soul cannot rest, cannot return to the wheel, correct?
Correct. It will be completely taken away from it until it is destroyed.
So then we have to destroy them. We can't let these people rot in perdition.
Do we seek out every shadow? Every cursed undead? Must we seek them out? I highly doubt that this is the only shadow in existence. It's terrible. It's horrible. It is a tragedy, and I do hope that the one you did kill was our companion, and at least he has found his peace once again.
Well, as much as I agree with you, I think we should hunt for them. And also, it would take us just a night. We could group somewhere and lure it. Then we can just breathe more easily and go to creation.
And if the smoke coming off the horizon is creation, this is the closest town. This might be where people are coming.
Well, there's that too.
But if
There.
indeed it is smoke from creation, then perhaps Asher is correct. We should move. One shadow versus all of creation. Well,
How many in
seems
creation are going to be women and children, unarmed?
Yes, and at the same time. Oh, please go on.
If this thing hunts us, then it will follow.
Perhaps.
I am less inclined to lay another trap, putting our people here as bait for this thing to feed. It takes but one mistake for it to now double again. And then what do? We track the one down and wait for the crafty one that has thus eluded us in our full search. If we knew where it was, if we could pinpoint it and if we had some way of finding it, I am 100% there. We kill it, we end it.
Well, if Aldrik's correct, we do have a way of pinpointing it. It only attacks good people. And not to be judgmental, that's not many people in this caravan.
Jin Hai says you were attacked, weren't you?
Yes. I shift up proudly.
Yeah.
Knowing that now.
Well, I have an idea. How close can we pack the cars of the caravan and, well, the people too?
What's the question? Sorry.
How close together can we put all the cars of the caravan and, well, the people in them too?
Well, there's 30 people or so. There's, it's probably a few more actually. It's like 30, 35, somewhere in there. Plus a lot of them have their own wagons and stuff. So, I mean, it's hard to say exactly how close you can get them, but it'd be like 30 squares. So,
let me just change the question. So, could I swipe by them with a radius of 30 feet in 10 minutes?
Yeah, within 10 minutes, could you walk by all of them within 30 feet of all of them? Yeah, for sure.
So we could try that. I could try Detect Evil.
Detect Evil. Okay,
Yeah.
You want to see who is evil among you.
Well, evil and good, I wouldn't have. I would see. What's the thing? The undead, Fae, and the alignments.
Echo pulls out his lead plate.
Oh, Aberration, Celestial, Elemental, Fae, Fiend, and Undead. And alignments.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do this. If there's an aberrations for the duration, concentration up to a minute, aberration, celestial, elemental, Fae, Fiend, or undead. Within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, if there's a place or object within 30 that's been magically consecrated or desecrated. Spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by a foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. So yeah. I mean, this is something you could do. The biggest benefit to this would be to you could essentially scan everybody's stuff and see if it's hiding among the wagon. Period.
Yeah, that's the idea. Just to get we get to know if we are somewhat safe before traveling.
So, yeah, you could definitely do that. Is that something you want to do?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so you cast the spell and take 10 minutes to get everybody together and go through all of their things.
Well, the other way around, but yes.
Yeah. Get everybody together first, then cast it. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. You can do that. I think pretty much everybody in the caravan has come together at this point, so it's not gonna be. It'd take you 10 minutes, but over the course of 10 minutes, you can definitely do that. Let me make a roll. Okay. Make a survival check, Aldrik.
All right. Oof.
All right.
But
so
I don't think that's how the spell works. It's just if it is
No,
so
this-
that you're trying to feed them need them. But anyway.
the survival check was if it's there or not. It wasn't like
Oh, right.
That was just that's the way I sort like random encounter basically.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
It's not in their stuff. Like you scan everything's clean except for you do actually I take it back. Not everything is clean because I just remembered something.
Right.
Okay. So you do pick up something from Zhen Wei's wagon. You detect undead coming from Zhen Wei's wagon. Now, Asher literally just searched it. Also, they still have the top down. Like the wagon is exposed to sunlight. All the crates are out in the light. I'm assuming you close them back up, but yeah. Like you do detect undead coming from the wagon.
So then I'm conveying to the leader and the people that were with us before and the party that. Well,
yeah. Does anybody say like Asher? Didn't you?
I have no idea who he is up to now, right? So in that wagon there, I definitely sense an undead there. Maybe I believe the shadow should be there.
Asher, didn't you just check there?
I did.
Well,
We pulled out all of the goods, exposed it to sunlight. There was no screaming shadow which sprung forth to, call there. Perhaps if there's something, it's something else.
Oh, you have a magic item? Does it detect evil and good? Does it detect?
I have no idea what it is.
They're
so.
Aberration creature objects within 30 feet of you is magically consecrated.
Also,
it's not magically consecrated or desecrated, the item you're carrying. But those of you who were scanning with detect magic earlier might have detected like a magic item on Oats. You might have detected a magic item from Zhen Wei's caravan if you walked by it, but it's not unusual for merchants to have some magic items. You didn't detect any hallowed ground, so.
Also, since we are already doing that, do I detect any celestial elemental fey aberration?
Well, yeah, you probably do actually, because I'm sure there are some celestial elementals, fey, or aberrations in the party. Is there not?
Yeah.
So do those?
I wouldn't know before that.
Yeah, you wouldn't know before that. But yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, one of the party members is fey and one is celestial, right?
I am celestial.
My deeply guarded secret of being part elemental. No.
Yeah.
Anyone else? No.
Are you technically a fae?
I don't know. 1 second.
I think you might be. Let me see.
So what Aldrik has learned is that all of us are definitely some sort of liars on being human.
I'm not stealing anybody's being so, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Which
think you have. Well, you have fae ancestry, I think, is the thing.
Yeah, that is a thing I have there, but I'm not certain that. In Dungeons and Dragons, elves are not considered fae creatures.
Okay. That's what I was wanting to say.
While they
So
have
you're
a strong connection to nature, the term fae determines creatures from the Feywild.
Okay, so you're still humanoid. I know that, like, I think satyrs. There's one of the fae type playable races that it counts as a fae. Maybe it's the Eladrin or something. I don't know.
Possibly.
Oh yeah.
All right. So yeah, you detect all these things. You detect.
So nothing from the guy without a shadow.
I mean, the undead that you detect from Zhen Wei's wagon, from the back of his wagon specifically, could be a shadow. I mean, it's an undead. You would detect an undead for the shadow, so it lines up.
No. I don't sense nothing from the guy that has no shadow.
Oh.
I forgot his name.
Well, he walked away. He's
Yeah.
gone.
No, there's a second guy.
Oh, you're talking about the name. What is his name?
Yeah, the guy with banders or something.
Tenzin.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, Tenzin. Where is Tenzin? Here he is. This Broheim, right?
Wait, what? No. Wait.
That's Tenzin.
Wasn't there a bandaged guy that had something with Asher in the beginning of the game?
He fucked off.
Yeah, he left. If you're talking about here, let me bring him back onto the token layer so I can share him. You're talking about this guy?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, he's gone. Man. He left.
Right.
He's my buddy.
He just wandered out into the desert and abandoned you all.
Well, he told me some really cool things. Maybe gave me a really nice mark. You know, it's all right. Everyone's fine.
But Tenzin doesn't cast a shadow either.
Yeah, Tenzin. Well, his thing is like, he does some weird stuff. Let me see. Let me take a proper look at him again. It's something
casts
like
no
that.
Proper shadow.
Yeah, he casts something like, let's see. Looks okay. Yeah, cast no proper shadow. It's like draining out his eyes are haunted, sunken. They were simple. Close the most unnerving about is that people instinctively avoid him, not a fear. Okay. I thought there was maybe some other note about him, other people's shadows being affected around him, but must be thinking of something else. Yeah. All right. Yeah. He casts no proper shadow, so there's some weird stuff going on with Tenzin's shadow too. By the way. But yeah, the guy you were talking about has abandoned the village.
Right.
Yeah. I think there was another Aasimar in the NPCs too. I think there might be one or two of them that are celestial. I can't remember which ones off the top of my head. I'd have to look through them all. But there's probably some Aasimar among the NPCs. I don't think any of them are undead or anything like that, even though some of them kind of look like they might be. I don't think any of them actually are. So.
Well, we can get to the author or something like that, or down. Anyway. But well, I surely am going to talk with the leader and tell him that there is definitely an undead at the wagon. Well, I already did, right?
Yeah. So, you mentioned it to Jin Hai, who's like, Asher. Didn't you search?
Yeah, we opened it all up to the thing. There was no shadow in there.
Well,
There
they're
might be-
crafty
there might be
creatures and
something-
they can compress to very small
Yeah.
spaces, so maybe Asher didn't do a very good job of fishing that. I mean, no insult to Asher, but they are hard to find.
So, what do we do then? We search it again? He's not going to be happy about that.
I doubt he will. He barely wanted me to search.
You said these things are impulsive, yeah?
Yes,
We
but
could
not
bait it out.
completely. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if you are worried about them, you could tell them that you no longer wish them to travel with your caravan.
Yeah, you say that to Jinhai. He says, well, if they've got one on their wagon, we need to deal with it.
They do. I do not believe that it is a shadow, but they may have something else on their wagon.
Okay.
It was not a shadow.
What is it?
I don't know. He says he sees something there. He says he saw something there. I'm saying it isn't a shadow because I poured sunlight all over that.
Shadow or not, they're carrying on undead. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, Jinhai's like, well, maybe I should go say something to Zhen Wei about us needing to go through his wagon again. Just to make sure.
I can handle this.
You say you can handle it? Yeah.
I can handle it.
You're sure? You're not going to miss it again?
No.
And
I'll go
what
talk to
and what
him to see what-
assurances have we of that?
You can
I
come
mean,
with me.
You are the one that didn't spot that in the first
You
time.
can come with me.
Oh, of course.
All right. So are you going to go with him, Aldrik?
Yeah, for sure.
I'd say you can get over there within 10 minutes of casting the spell. Like, you can.
Right.
Everybody's pretty close by, so you can scan everybody's stuff pretty quickly. And then within 10 minutes, you're back over where the wagon is. I mean, everybody's gathered close together anyway, so.
While they do that, can I do a pull aside with Jinhai and have like a backup plan?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
They can handle their stuff first, obviously.
Sure. I mean, we can roll if you guys want. Up to you guys. Why don't we do this? I'll roll a d2. 1 will go with Madainn first. 2 will go with Zhen Wei's wagon stuff. There we go. Okay. So Madainn, we're sticking with you. You pull. They walk off towards Zhen Wei. Oats, did you want to do anything while this is going on? Or are you just like keeping track over the people and making sure things are copacetic?
We're
splitting the party again.
I'll go with Madainn. Might as well.
All right. So you go give back up to Odain, to Madainn. Too many Dane names. All right. So Madainn and Oats, you pull Jinhai aside. What's? Yeah, he kind of like lowers his voice a little bit as you get kind of out of earshot of the rest of the people, and he says, "What is it? What do you need?"
Well, my understanding is that Zhen Wei is a bit touchy about his goods. I was inquiring myself a while ago, and well, he didn't care for it. But what if we post a guard, the watch, as we travel, but post one near his wagon. Keep an eye on inward as well as outward. Wouldn't cause any immediate altercations between him and your men, but it would keep us safe.
We keep people on shifts, what, at all times? Or while we're walking during the day when we're
At
camping?
night, of course. The day, the sun will protect us, at least against shadows. But I think you can count on the lad and myself, and, well, even those two. And I kind of gesture at the walking away, Aldrik and Asher, to protect during the day as well. They seem quite competent.
Okay. So you're volunteering the four of you to take guard shifts. Is that what you're saying?
Mix us in.
He nods. He says, I think this is something we could do. Hopefully we can convince Zhen Wei to go along with it, although if we don't get too close, then...
Exactly that. We don't have to ask him if we don't get too close.
Yeah, he nods. Perhaps that's for the best. Just in case. Then we should prepare to get everyone going. We'll deal with this threat as we travel, if need be. Assuming that Echo and Aldrik don't take care of it now.
Yes, of course. This is only a backup plan.
Yeah, he nods. He says, good to have a backup plan. Just in case.
I still don't like the plan of moving. It's a sinking feeling. But I have
to get to creation.
Yes, I agree. I just don't want to get caught on the road by any sorts of things.
We crossfade over to Aldrik and Asher here.
As we're walking in, I'm like, Aldrik, you consider yourself a man of law, correct?
I don't know exactly what I am anymore, but... Well... I wouldn't say law, but I have a purpose.
You have a purpose. Are you able to... If I asked you what you think those people over there are, what would you tell me?
In what sense?
In the sense that you are about to go confront them over something you think is hiding in their wagon. Who do you think you are about to address?
Again, in what sense do you want me to make an assumption about their character or their profession or
both, please?
All right, so what can I see about them? Should they roll a perception instead?
Sure, yeah. I mean, you can make an insight check. I mean, perception would just be like simple
Yeah,
observations. You could do either.
I mean,
with a 22 inside.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about how these guys kind of carry themselves. The two bodyguards are always watching. They're like, you can tell by studying them that they're very well trained. Extremely well trained. Arguably, just by like studying when they do walk, they're kind of still most of the time. They don't really ever talk. They're probably some of the most, some of the best trained people in the caravan. The two bodyguards.
They're not glowing as undead, right?
No. Let's see. Let's see here. Zhen Wei's hands are always moving. He's always like tracing the edges of vials, inspecting herbs, grinding leaves between his fingers. he maybe you've heard him talking to other people. He speaks softly and carefully. Like every word he speaks is very measured. And he's very like careful with what he says, as if like revealing too much is something that's constantly on his mind. And his expression behind his mask, so even though you can only really see like from the top of the nose up, is always kind of calm and like unreadable. I think that you probably can tell these people are kind of shady. Like they don't necessarily follow the rules. You might even get the impression that they would be like some kind of organized crime, like involved in that kind of thing. Some kind of like they reek of like subterfuge, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. They're shifty. They seem dangerous. And that's probably what Asher is getting at.
Of course, but would I think that let alone they would be a trouble to the caravan?
If left alone, probably not intentionally. They mostly keep to themselves.
Sure, and they would be protective of their things. And
they're extremely protective of their stuff. They're happy to sell things to people, but they're just super protective of their goods, like their wagon and whatever it is that they're carrying. They seem to be very serious about that. And yeah, like whenever they are dealing with a customer or anything, Jian and Lian always look like they're ready for a fight. Like they're ready to just like, if somebody says the wrong word, they might just like snap and kill them. Like there's definitely that sense of tension about them. Make of that what you will.
So let's go back to the conversation. Well, they seem like they really respect their trade, and well, as much as I don't think they are up to good, they don't seem to be dangerous to us. And well,
allow me to put it more succinctly, or as I would say, they're smugglers. I knew this the moment I saw them in the caravan. They are people who will protect what they're carrying with their lives and the lives of others. You have stumbled upon something that even when I saw it, I stepped away because they were told not to open it. It could be dangerous. It could be terrible. But opening it here could mean that we're bringing that problem on top of ourselves and buying us enemies. I'm saying this because I cannot control what you do. You will make your own choices, and you will do what you are going to do. But I wanted to give you guidance. Because as little as I have known you, I respect you. And I wanted to make sure you knew what I knew before we walked over there.
I understand it.
All right, so let us go.
All right.
Think I have a plan that will get us less stabbed.
Okay.
Less stabbed. Okay.
So yeah, the two of you approach the wagon again, and Zhen Wei is like, "Oh, he returns, hopefully to buy more goods this time."
And there seems to have been some sort of misapprehension. This gentleman right here walked past your cart and said that he detected the presence of undead inside. I told him that's an impossibility, that we checked it. I this is something that I have sworn right in front of Jin Woo before anything else could be said.
Yeah, they all look Aldrik up and down. Like, Jian is staring really hard at him. Like, he's, like, itching to fight him, almost. Zhen Wei says, good. Thank you for keeping your word about not informing Jin Hai about our goods.
I simply said that there must be some mistake in here, and I figured it'd be best we brought him over, and perhaps he can be shown, and he can see what it is that's pinging him incorrectly.
Well, I don't know what you... Should I...
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know, and I don't really care about what you're carrying. I just want to... would like to inform you of that there is some presence of undead here, and you look like really capable people. If there's a shadow, please keep an eye open at night.
Zhen Wei says, your friend here searched our wagon already. You didn't find anything, did you, Asher?
No, I exposed everything that I could that was not under lock and key to sunlight. I have told Jin Woo this again, and I will continue to say that because that is what I did.
So we're at an impasse then. Because
Look.
we both know that there's one thing you didn't search.
Well, I turn to Asher.
I said nothing that wasn't under lock and key. Certain deliveries are made not to be opened.
Could these creatures hide in such a place?
He is the expert. If you want him to know, he would need to be shown the item.
Well, I believe they could squeeze into any space without even trying. But
he
if
says,
we can... Oh yeah, please go.
Come to my wagon. Tell me where you sense this.
Of course, I'll try not to pry.
Yeah, it's still active. I mean, maybe we're on the later end of the spell, but yeah, like it's coming from the back of the wagon. You know, from a place that Asher is familiar with. It's clearly coming from that chest with the runes on it. I'm assuming
All right.
you like, yeah. What do you say to Zhen Wei? Do you tell him that, or do you?
Well, it's definitely coming from from that. Is a box or a chest?
Yeah, it's like an iron coffer, so it's like a proper sized chest, I think.
All right, so it's definitely coming from that chest. I know. Well, if you know what's there, I don't care about what you are transporting. I'm just worried that you are not aware of something.
Would there be any reason that would be pinging as undead that you would know of?
Well, undead.
Zhen Wei says, we haven't opened it, but it gives Jian the creeps. Says he hears sounds coming from it at times.
Sound.
He says, but it's no different. It's been like that our whole journey, but if you must. He reaches into his robes, produces the same key as before. Asher, and he holds it out to you.
I would hand it to Aldrik if Aldrik wants this. Asher faced this choice, and Asher said, "I'm gonna whatever's in this."
Look, we are looking for a specific thing. If you're saying that the box has been like that for the entire journey, that's with you. I just wanted to be sure that the shadow wasn't here. In the caravan, I mean.
Yeah, he says, well, this is the first I've heard of undead being in that box. So search it if you must. Jian, watch him. Make sure he doesn't take anything.
Okay.
And then he like pauses for a second and stares at you, Aldrik. And
well, if you're really willing to do that, I didn't want to disturb anything that you wanted to, well, keep a secret, but if so, then I take the key and, well, I'm going to open it. As much as in real life, I don't want to, but yeah, he would.
Yeah, make a perception check as you get closer to the box.
Okay. So perception, yeah.
Yeah, you feel like you hear some kind of sound coming from it, but it's muffled. You're not really sure what it is. You stick the key in the lock and you turn it, and you hear the sound of the latch turning, a click of metal, and you open the box. And inside, you see the symbols, like the arcane sigils on the outside of the box, immediately go dim and fade.
Yay.
And inside, you see like the interior is very like well kept, so it's probably like purple velvet interior with like a pillow on the bottom of the coffer, and sitting on top of this pillow, you see a mummified but oddly pristine severed head.
The head of Vecna.
And as soon as you like lay eyes on this thing, the eyes like snap open, like they move. It takes a breath in, like you hear this severed head with no lungs breathe. And it says to you, Aldrik, you shouldn't have opened this. Close it.
All right, then I close it.
He's just like, okay, all right, close the box. And then, like, you feel this chill in the air, like this unmistakable cold. Like, you breathe out and you see your breath. Yeah.
So,
hang on. I'm seeing if it does. If it might do anything after you close it, if it keeps talking. Yeah, you feel the cold world. There's no wind. Like everything is just like oddly silent for a moment. Yeah, nothing happened. You close the box and nothing happens. It doesn't continue to yell or anything.
Also, do I get anything about the rooms or that you told about outside of the box?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay. So no.
Unfortunately.
14.
14. The runes appear to be some kind of like sealing magic, like some kind of warding. Perhaps to keep something out or keep something in.
The tamper seal lock. All right.
One thing, Aldrik, your hands where you touch the box, like where your hand made contact with the box, they tingle a bit, like as if like you were laying on it wrong, right? And you lost circulation in your hand. It just tingles a bit, but it's fading. Like it doesn't hurt. Like you look down at your hand, it doesn't look out of the ordinary or anything. You just feel like it lost circulation for a bit, and the blood is pumping back into your hand, and it's starting to feel normal again. And then when you look back at the box, you can see like your handprint on it. On the left side of it, where your hand made contact as you were opening it, you see it's not like a burn. It's more like the box. It's the chest or whatever, the coffer is made out of like iron, so it's like a metallic color. But where your hand made contact with it, you see like part of your handprint in sort of like a gold color.
Yay. Great.
As you just sort of like stand there staring at the box. You haven't locked it yet. You just like let it close, like removed your hand and it closed from the weight of the lid. And and yeah, you just kind of, well, you could lock it back up if you want to. I'm just saying.
I would just as I close it, I would lock it.
Okay. Yeah. You lock it. And you hear the muffled voice from inside, this time loud enough for you to make out what it's saying. As it says, it's too late for you, Magister.
If it is, it is. But I believe I have a purpose here.
Are you talking back to it?
Yeah, just talking to myself, but yes.
You say, I think I have a purpose here.
Please tell me you're not going to smite the box. We're good. Please.
I'm not a paladin, but yes. No, I'm not.
No. I'm going to say this. Asher, all I heard is you close the box, and then all Asher heard is you say, I have a purpose here. And Asher's like, no, don't.
No, I'm not trying to destroy the box. So I'm just,
Okay, all right, great.
What I'm thinking is, no shadows here. The thing was there since before we came, so not my business.
Yeah, you're not concerned about it? All right, no shadows, just a
talking
severed head.
Especially with the golden handprints there, but
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, I guess you just you lock it. You start to walk away, and you hear the muffled voice yelling this time. It says, "The Emperor does not see you, Magister. Something else does."
Then I would ignore it and just, get away.
Is this in his head, or are other people able to hear this?
If you're close by while he's doing this, like within a few feet, yeah, you hear it too. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I would go to Zhen Wei.
Yeah, you go back to Zhen Wei,
Okay.
sure. Yeah. He's
As well.
I follow along.
Well, shadows are not there. And I head out.
Yeah.
And also,
go ahead.
Let's say I didn't see anything. That's your business.
Yeah, he holds his hand out for the key.
Oh yeah, I'm giving him the key. That's like the first thing.
He nods, and we see, like, did the two of you just like walk away? Like, all right, well, there's no shadows in there. I guess we're done. Our job is finished.
Look, I already said this area is clear. I'm not touching that.
Yeah. Okay, we see the group of you walking away, and Zhen Wei turns to Jian, who is probably like right on top of you guys the whole time you're doing that, because he was instructed to watch you, make sure you didn't steal. And Zhen Wei says, "What happened?" And Jian is just staring coldly at him as the two of you walk away. All right. So, yeah, you've found the severed head in a box, and turns out it was not a shadow. Congratulations, you guys. The undead was not a shadow the whole time. It was a real waste of your time.
Yeah.
That is not as big of an own on us as you might think it is. All right?
Yeah.
You guys are very thorough. This is good. Yeah, you guys are doing good stuff. And you didn't have to like fight Jian or Lian, so.
My goal was less stabbed. I accomplished that goal. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I think I have to do bigger things than just confronting a guy in a caravan, so.
I think somebody in the chat was saying your beard is awesome, Brandon. I think they're talking about you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, this other guy is advertising for viewers. Let me time that guy out. All right. So you guys regroup. You've gotten a backup plan together. You've also inspected the wagon and found out, it's a different kind of undead. Probably not a big deal.
Well, I would say that should be some kind of artifact or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would bring that to. Oh, forgot his name. Zhen Wei.
Yeah.
I don't want to cause a battle to ensue in the caravan, so yeah.
All right. So, Zhen Wei says, as you guys return, should we get ready to hit the road then? Or are we staying here to lure it out?
As the one in the minority here, I think we should lure it out. And even if we don't we want to be walking during the day? It's getting late.
Yeah, I mean, you're pushing into late afternoon now. So what you're saying is, well, guys, it's getting late. We
Good.
might as well just stay another day, right? Let's head out in the morning.
At the very least,
Well,
we
if
should
it's taking
not
a
be resting in this area where we have said that it's probably hiding in the aqueduct.
yeah,
So not
inside
being
the
in an area
city
where
is a no-go.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm also with luring the thing, but yeah.
So, which is it? Are we like camping out at the edge of town away from all the buildings? Are we?
It's already getting late, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably late afternoon by this point or pushing toward it. Yeah.
Oh. I don't think we should be traveling by night since we should be paying attention to what's around when we don't have light.
I don't think we should be necessarily sleeping by night, though.
Oh, yeah.
How the last thing.
Just like that.
About
Oh,
that,
of course.
I signed us up.
Fine.
We're on guard duty.
Technically, he signed you guys up. I'm already signed up.
That's true. Yeah, yes. The lad's correct.
Well, I'm not against it. It's basically what I did all my life, so yeah.
Well, then I am going to go and get some rest for the evening. I'll see you later. And he's going to march off to wherever he keeps his tent sort of thing. And he's going to like sort of just go, all right, lay down and be like, I need to go to sleep now.
All right.
I'll wake him for his shift.
Now, we're keeping the whole group of the caravan kind of huddled together close by, right? So like nobody's really isolated away from everybody else. Is that right? That's the idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circled the wagons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, you're in your own tent, which is kind of, you got some privacy, but if something were to happen, you could yell and people would hear you and they'd be near enough to come running quickly.
Good.
All right. So yeah, you go off to your tent, Asher. What would the rest of you guys like to do?
I'm going to lay down for a bit. Been a long, very ominous day.
All right.
You might take first shift.
You want to take first shift?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
If everybody's doing something else, I'm not opposed to get the first shift.
I would like to go around and start casting the light cantrip on various objects.
Oh, I can
Good
do that too,
idea.
and I should do that too.
Good idea. So you want to paste the spell? I'll link the spell for us.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right. Light cantrip lasts for an hour. Object no larger than 10 feet. You touch an object and light it up, and it stays lit for an hour. This would be great to do like during your watch shift too, to keep it going the whole time. It's a cantrip. It doesn't
That'll be on my own robes.
On your own robes, right? yeah. So you cast it on your robes so nothing can attack you. Now, you're not.
Just to be sure.
Go ahead.
Could I cast that into more than one thing?
Yeah,
I believe so, right?
One object, yeah, touch. You can repeat it. It's a cantrip. It doesn't cost you anything. Until the spell ends, the object sheds bright light, 20-foot dim light, 20-foot. Light can be colored as you like, completely covering the object with something opaque blocks the light. Spell ends if you cast it again, so you can only cast it on one thing at a time.
All right. So, is there some central thing there, or?
I mean,
20 foot. 20 foot's not enough to get everybody, right? Yeah.
20-foot bright, 20-foot
radius.
Dim. Yeah. And but in radius. I mean 40 foot and at least I think almost at least everybody at least be in the dim light. Maybe not everybody could fit in the bright light. but with 30, 35 people plus wagons and animals and stuff.
And I believe we have torches or something like that, right?
Do what?
Torches. Do you have?
Yeah, you could probably light some torches for sure. Like I'm sure people
or
have.
lamp or something like that.
Yeah. That's something. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that too for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you target an object, it's held or warm by across the creature must see on a dex to avoid. Okay. So yeah, you can cast it on your robes. I mean, as long as you're not trying to sleep with it like lit up like that, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can totally do that. So here's the question. Even though you were all volunteered for guard duty, are you all going to take a shift? It sounds like Aldrik is taking the first shift.
Yeah,
it's
I'm taking my shift.
2 hours. It's a 2-hour shift, basically. If you all.
Well, how many hours do we have before we have to get this done? Like, not like night immediately, right?
No. You got the rest. You got a couple hours left in the day at least, I'd say.
Like 4 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you turn in for the night, or we want to just like fast forward to long rest?
I do want to ask one NPC for something.
Sure.
Hoshiko? I think that's how I say her name. The seamstress.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. She's not on the screen yet. That's Madame Zhu Ying. Do I have a thing? I think I do. The Red Weave. Hoshiko Red Weave. Bloop. Well, if it loads. Oh, wow. It's a big picture. So what are you wanting to ask Hoshiko here?
I know that we're moving, but I was wondering if we could, if I could get your services, and I offer her the hyena hide and the teeth. I was wondering if these could be made into a caplet. It's a tiny cape.
Okay. Yeah. You want her to make you a cape? Let's see here. Okay. She nods. She says, capes are fairly easy to make, I suppose. How soon do you need it?
I'm in no rush.
She nods, and she says, well, how about I try to have it done by the time we set off tomorrow? I'll work late into the night, probably. Well, at least a few hours. But I think I can get you something together. Are you able to pay the cost for supplies?
I would assume so. I hope so.
She, let's see here. Roll me persuasion check.
Okay. Slight malfunction. My character sheet is not opening.
Really? It was opening before, right?
Yeah, it.
Reload your page. It's probably like transparent somewhere.
Oh yeah, it was probably when I crashed a little bit, got the red square.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I showed the audience, but here's Hoshiko. There you go, audience. doing that. Let me look
Yep,
over.
that
first.
worked. Thank you, Brandon.
Okay. Well, it ain't gonna be cheap. Depending on the quality. Okay. She's gonna charge you 30 gold for this. You accept?
That's a fair deal. I have no idea really, but
All right, it's just a common cape. You'll have a cool cape. Let's see. Sure, okay. Right, and oh, interesting. All right. Let me make a note, or you make a note in your notes for next time, just in case I want to, when you pick this up. There. I'll make a note of that. I'm not gonna say exactly what they are until you get it. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, she might have something to talk to you about when you come and pick it up, but yeah. She agrees to do the job for you. She takes the hyena skins. Really, how many separate skins did you have? Was it just? I remember you rolled kind of poorly and messed some of them up, didn't you?
I had 4 and they were quality 8 out of 20. And I had I had 6 teeth, 6 pelts.
Okay.
8 out of 20.
8 out of 20. All right. Well, I think it'll just take 3 of the pelts. I mean, all of the teeth, I would presume, if you're wanting to have a decent looking cape. 6 teeth really isn't that many for a cape, I feel like, you know?
Yeah.
But it'll be styling. But she needs 3 pelts to piece together where you've messed up some of them, basically. All right. Yeah, you can return to her in the morning and she'll have it ready for you. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I would do a reading in the time that we had there.
All right. Let's get the old Arcana thing back out here. Yeah. There we go. Recall, shuffle again. All right. So what are you doing a reading on? What is it you're trying to gain information about, or what are you asking? What are you asking the Arcana here?
I'm asking always the stars guidance, but the Arcana in general, about the safety of our passage from here to creation.
Okay. Good choice. Safety of our passage from here to creation. Now we'll do the normal read. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. Look at that. Look at that. We'll get to the whether it's the devil. It's automatically reversed. Arcana cards are reversed right now. All right. Interesting. King of Swords. Ooh, 5 of Wands. All right, roll me 2d2. 1, it's straight up and down. 2, it's reversed. So 2, this one's reversed, and then that one is straight up and down. All right, let's take a look here. Blow these up a bit so we can kind of see them a little bit better. And yeah. All right. So first up, we got the devil representing the past, which I know you didn't really ask about here, but it could impact what comes next, you know? And it does actually fit for what just took place today. Oddly enough. What in the world? There we go. Why did I type the moon? In the world? All right. There we go. Okay. So the devil. The devil typically represents oppression, addiction, obsession, dependency, excess, powerlessness, limitations, vices. The devil is the world's effect on you, kind of like, in some respects. In reverse, the devil typically represents independence, freedom, revelation, release, reclaiming power, reclaiming control. Of course, the significance of this card coming up today is you guys just interacted with Zhen Wei and his 2 devils. I mean, literal members of a group that follow the devil arcana. So let's see here. Reversed meaning. Let's talk about the card and its symbolism a little bit first. Let's see here. Well, do my notes? Okay. So on the card here, let's do this so everybody can see it a little bit more clearly. It's not upside down. It shows the devil. Obviously, represented in a most well-known satyr form, otherwise known as Baphomet, along with being half goat, half man. The devil has bat wings and inverted pentagram on his forehead, standing on a pedestal to which are chained a nude man and woman, as if to show that he has dominion over them. Both the man and woman have horns, as if to show that the more time they spend with the devil, the less human they become. The chains make it appear as though the devil has taken them captive. The man has a flame on his tail, while a woman has a bowl of grapes on her tail, which symbolizes their addiction to power or finer things in life, respectively. Looking closely, both the man and the woman don't look happy. Their individual power has been taken from them, leaving them exposed and ashamed in their nakedness. Reversed meanings for the devil. When upside down, it can represent a moment when an individual becomes self-aware and breaks free of the chains that come with addiction and poor habits. It could be because they're tired of running or are just in need of change. One thing is usually clear: breaking off these chains is never easy, so one has to be prepared to make the necessary changes that might initially seem painful, to make adjustments that will pay off in the end by being able to find your true self again. Self-assessment is called for in this case, and the individual needs to take some time and list all the things they need to get rid of. And once that has been done, it'll be time for them to embark on the difficult journey to self-improvement. It can represent feeling more control in your life, ending codependent relationships, accountability in your work, being empowered and successful in your work, breaking bad habits. So reversal of the devil, similar to the tower, It's one of the rare cards where the reversal is actually more positive than the upright meaning. Let's take a look at the King of Swords. Okay.
It's not too positive. It's giving us habits from Breaking Bad, so that's not really good.
All right. This is another one that's reversed. But on the card, it shows a king sitting on a throne holding a double-edged sword that points upwards in their right hand. The King of Sword radiates intellectual power, clear thinking, truth, and authority. Understands that power holds great responsibility. The blue tunic the king wears is a symbol of his spiritual understanding. The butterflies in the back of his throne are indicative of transformation. This, of course, represents the present in this reading. And reversed meanings. Let's see here. Upright reversal. King of Swords in reverse shows tyrannical, abusive, and manipulative habits. It may indicate the misuse of one's mental power, drive, and authority. This is an illustration of persuasion and manipulation so as to fulfill selfish desires. The King of Swords reversal meaning may also imply that you're showing off your level of intelligence by using big words when discussing ordinary topics. Reddit, it's reference to Redditors, I guess. Another interpretation is that you may also be a loose cannon, especially where there are angry outbursts and impulses. It can represent selfish, abusive behavior in relationships, dominating, power-hungry behavior in like work relationships, bad decisions for business, and lacking discipline. Not very good to have that one reversed.
Broke the chains just to put them right back on.
Yeah. Now we got 5 of Wands in the upright position. Okay. And of course, this represents the future. All right, so let's talk about the card here. Let me up. Okay, there we go. Let me share it so I can get a better look at it. If it'll let me. Okay, there we go. It was just loading. That was weird. All right. 5 of Wands depicts 5 men all holding their own wands and brandishing them up in the air. Like with most 5s in the tarot, it's about some kind of disagreement that is facing the querent. This disagreement can either be taken as a sign of conflict between the men, or that all of them are simply enjoying the adrenaline rush of the conflict, and that the competition amongst them is good-natured rivalry and not anger. The relaxed way in which they seem to be holding their wands gives a sense that this argument may be one of show rather than a fierce one. It can represent conflict, competition, arguments, aggression, tension, rivals, and clashes of ego. The upright meaning, form of conflict in your life, maybe an existing conflict or one that is brewing in the future, perhaps, may eventually blow up in your face. It may also depict a problem in communication, a situation where no one really wants to listen to the other, meaning that no agreement or understanding takes place. The 5 men may signify problems in a group of people who are not patient enough to listen to what anyone else is saying. They only want to be heard, and since none of the others will listen, they all argue at once. Much of this can be solved by taking a step to initiate communication in such a way that you suggest everyone airs out what they have to say one at a time. Let's see. It could also mean you are or will be facing competition in work or whatever, professional endeavors. It can also indicate that it can also be indicative of an encouragement to accept competition as a way to improve, much like the different courts sort of see their swords and coins, for example, would see their constant warring with each other as good because it makes them stronger, right? Iron sharpens iron kind of thing. Yeah. So basically it represents competition, disagreement, discourse, that sort of thing. Could be good, could be bad. Kind of depends. I'd say more positive than negative. Is your reading for today? Do you have any questions?
No. And Madainn's reading usually is more positive than negative, regardless of what the cards say. So,
yeah.
I'm
I think
excited.
it ended. I feel like it ended off on a more positive note. Like we had a positive start, and then like right now is like and then the future is kind of good too. Seems like. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't really tell you much about the road, right? Like you're asking about your journey, and what you get is like, okay, you've broken free of your bonds. Maybe the bonds you've broken free of with the vice you've ripped yourself from in the past with the devil. Maybe that's represents this village, or I don't know. I suppose it's up to you what that represents. With the King of Swords being like representing like it wasn't good. It was like giving in to your selfish desire or something. Pretentiousness, yeah. Yeah, especially the reversal of it. Like abusing intellectual power, using big words and not understanding them. I remember that being a part of it. That could be represent like something bad that's hanging over you right now that could affect things going forward. Like maybe there's a potential for making a bad decision here. Maybe it would be staying or leaving. Maybe one of those decisions is bad, or like trying to lure these shadows out might be the wrong thing to do, or something along those lines. And of course, like the competition, the future competition discourse, I think that could be anything. I mean, that could be combat, that could be arguing within the group, different people wanting to do different things. Do we stay? Do we go? That sort of stuff, I feel like is probably pretty obvious to draw to there. But what do you guys think?
The Arcana have fallen. We've broken free. Now we have a whole bunch of people vying for power in their seats. A whole bunch of pretenders. It's going to lead to a big fucking mess of conflicts and egos. That's what this means.
Yeah, I can see that. We continue to get Arcana cards in our readings, which is kind of interesting because, there's like 72, 78 cards in the deck and only 20, 23, 22 Arcana cards. So it's just kind of interesting that every reading we're getting one. And it's always one that we've talked about that session. You know what I mean? Like the devil's been mentioned this session. We got the tower before. We talked about the tower that session. It's just kind of odd. Noticed.
It was foretold.
It was definitely foretold. Yeah, so you do this reading. Good job. I suppose you can do with it what you will. I'm going to leave it on the screen right now because I kind of want to use it to affect things for next week. Maybe take some inspiration from it. Yeah, so you do your reading. Oats met with Hoshiko. Echo wanted to retire to his tent. Aldrik, was there anything you wanted to do with the end of the day?
Yeah, just the same that I did last time with just... Oh no, I didn't do that also. I'm going to try and give some maintenance to my armor as well as consecrating it.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Consecrating.
Yeah, incense oils.
Yeah. I think there's a way to actually trace a holy symbol. Oh, that's there's a spell called Consecrated Armor.
Oh, no, just ritual. I'm not going for a spell specifically.
All right, just doing
if
your
anything,
daily
I would do
prayer.
ceremony, but
Yeah,
I don't have the funds to that.
Yeah, you're just spending time to do your daily upkeep on your equipment and your prayers and stuff that you do. You probably pray over your armor maybe when you take it off and when you put it on or something. Maybe that's part of the teachings of the emperor. What do you think you say in those prayers? Like, you don't have to say exactly like word for word what you say in the prayer, but like what the prayers might be about, if you want, or something along those lines. You can just leave it for later too if you want. You don't have to.
Yeah, that would be better.
All right, yeah. I just wanted to give you an opportunity if you wanted to do
Oh, of course, but I'll surely get the prayers done for next episode.
Yeah, you're good.
It should be good.
All right, so we see you all tuck in for the evening after taking care of some various tasks. Let me take a look at something here. Okay. Somebody roll me a D33.
33, okay.
Oh, wow, really?
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Is that real? That's a real roll, isn't it?
Yeah, both were, but yeah, both quit the 33.
That's a natural 33.
Yeah.
What in the world?
It's a special kind of crit.
Oh, man.
You have to ignore mine and give us that one.
Do you want to know something funny? It's hilarious.
We're going to get a repeat of today?
No. This was because you guys are trying to stay together, and the goal is to like basically lure this thing out during the night. And this was basically for who it goes after. And it's not one of you guys. Don't worry. But it is somebody you know. And I just think it's really funny. So here's what we see. We fade out on this. Everybody's getting ready for sleep. Aldrik is taking first shift. Let me make a note of that. Aldrik's on first shift. Who's taking second?
I'll take it.
All right. Madainn. Second. Who wants to take third?
I'll do it.
Oats on third. All right. And
who's on fourth?
Asher, are you going to take fourth? Or are you going to let one of the caravan guards do it?
Asher is going to be awake for all these shifts.
Yeah, that's right. You kind of just go into a trance, right?
Well, allow me to explain what happens there.
Yeah.
Asher, goes into his room, sits there, tries to go to sleep like he normally does, cannot go to sleep, enters a weird sort of thought thing that he fucking hates, and but it wakes up, gets up 4 hours later, just going, fuck it, I can't do it. and goes outside, and he is just gonna be awake for the rest of the night.
All right. So you can take watch on 3rd and 4th then, I guess, if you're only sleeping 4 hours. You can help Oats out, give Oats some backup in case
Well,
something...
I'm gonna be there for some time because I assumed they all took a couple hours to do this thing, so you know.
Yeah, so like if we're sleeping 8 hours, if most people are, obviously if you're got special racial stuff where you don't have to sleep, you don't have to sleep, but it's 8 hours while the normal people sleep, and each person's taking a 2-hour shift. But if you're gonna be awake the last 4 hours, you can just also be there on watch with Oats during their shift and take the 4th shift. But it's up to you how you want to do it. You can like
The whole plan is I am up for every shift.
Okay.
That was the entire plan.
So I'll put Oats and Asher on 3rd, and I'll put Asher on 4th. You're up for the entire night. Like you don't sleep you do your trance though for 4 hours, right?
I already did that.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure.
I
all right. Or you're saying you did that during the day, like before everyone else? Oh, okay. Now I understand. All right. I was wondering why you were clarifying it that way. I was like, wait, okay. All right. So you're able to actually back up everybody on their watch and then take your own. So I'll put you on Aldrik, and I'll make a note that you're on Aldrik and Madainn's.
Well, I mean, how these are like 2-hour shifts. It's like, you know.
Yeah. But you're saying you took the 4 hours at the end of the day before everyone else turned in to do your meditation, so you're rested.
Yeah.
And so you're just awake, helping out or doing your own thing during that time. I'll count it as being on watch, even though you might not actually be like standing guard somewhere. You're awake. You're engaged.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. So let me just type that in the chat so there's a note of it. I'm gonna roll a d4. 3. That would be Oats and Asher. Congratulations, Oats. All right. And Jinhai is asleep. So here's what happens. We fast forward to the night. First 2 shifts, uneventful. Aldrik, Asher, you're nearby for all of this. You stay up keeping watch. There's nothing really going on. You know, it's dark, whatever. Kind of gets cold at night in the desert, but, you're fine. People are sleeping. Might be a couple people that get up here and there to use the restroom or drink some water or something. But there's nothing out of the ordinary at all that happens in the first 2 watches. However, during the 3rd watch, something does happen. I need Asher and Oats to make perception checks, please.
Advantage.
Using another charge of
Doesn't
inspiration.
matter. All right.
Ooh, that's not good. Oh boy.
My passive is 13, though.
I will take that into consideration.
I need to remember to use inspiration.
All right. Let me do this. I'll make it public. Well, the thing is, it lands on this guy. This guy's sleeping. All right. So this is going to have an extra +2, I think, to it. Oh my god. Okay, well he crit, so it doesn't matter what he rolled.
+2, yeah.
He rolled a natural 20. Oh man, he's a stealthy boy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So we cut to Jinhai Iron Ward's Fang's tent. The leader, kind of the de facto leader, sort of NPC for the caravan.
Yay.
And
womp.
he's sleeping. I mean, he's kind of like the head of the guard, sort of, right? So he has a pretty nice tent, probably some pretty decent gigs. He's also an old man, so he probably needs something pretty comfortable to sleep on. We can probably, like, the camera pans across the caravan outside. I mean, we see Asher and Oats out there, like, keeping watch. They're, like, fairly alert. It's not like either of them fell asleep or anything. But it's dark, and somehow this thing has managed to either to get through the torches or you know, the different lights, and has managed to sneak its way into his tent. I mean, even with disadvantage, it rolled a 21. So we see like Jinhai laying there sleeping, snoring or something, maybe drooling into his beard a little bit. And then we see these dark shadow hands creeping up his bedroll, like coming over his like, he's not in his armor, you know, he's in his like sleeping garments, and over his face. And then we cut to black again, just like we did before, and we hear Jinhai start to yell and scream as we end tonight's session. Good news is you guys are close and you hear it. But we'll find out next time what happens if old man survives. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. You guys did good tonight. You guys did good. Kudos to you guys. Let's give you guys a hand. And before we go over experience, guys, the Discord, it's public, it's free. You can jump in there. You can ask lore questions. You can bother these guys. Ask them about their characters and stuff. You can post memes, all that fun stuff. There's the link if you're watching on Twitch. It's also in the description below if you're watching on the YouTube. And if you want to find me around the internet, here's a link to all of my socials there in that Linktree link. It'll show you everywhere that I hang out. You can do that. Plan is to get the first episode of Divinity and Darkness up on the YouTube tonight or tomorrow morning. I've already got the video uploaded. I just need to make a thumbnail, write out the description for it. Sometimes the thumbnails take a little bit of time to make. I mean, it's a new show, so I haven't decided what the pattern is going to be. It's not going to be the red border stuff that we did with Forest of Flesh. I can tell you that. I'm going to do a different template for the thumbnails for this show. So stay tuned for that. That first episode will be going up very soon. Do we have Defiant tomorrow?
Yes.
We have a new player?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you didn't. Okay. All right. All right. Well, you can tune in tomorrow for Defiant Ironheart Ambassadors, where we're playing kind of like a modern political intrigue kind of show, like Game of Thrones in futuristic biblical apocalypse Seattle. It's pretty fun, interesting. We've had one session so far, but it's been a neat game. So if you want to tune in and watch that tomorrow, you can catch me playing an angel of protection and vengeance.
Who tackled a man's wife to the ground?
It wasn't me. That was my bodyguard that did that. I did not act when I should have. But yeah, she pulled out a bomb. And my bodyguard tackled to the ground and got in this huge fight with her. Kind of like remind me of the Forsaken from WoW, like playing with their poisons and making bombs and stuff. that faction. But anyway, yeah, we were at a big ball and somebody pulled out a bomb and my bodyguard tackled them to the ground, and then her husband was like, "Get off of her," and he like threw him across the room. And now it's affected my relations with the, how I'm perceived, my reputation by the people running, who were at all the lords and ladies who were at the party. But I say Casimir didn't go far enough. But you'll have to tune in tomorrow to see what happens with that. So let's do experience. Let's take a look here. All right. We did have a combat today, but you also had help, and I think that affects the difficulty. So I'm going to have to bring that up here. Okay, so technically he's a super strong boy, but I'm just going to count him as another player for difficulty purposes. That weighs it a little bit in your favor for that. The encounter would still be a hard encounter. Congratulations. So that means you earn 3 XP for the combat today. Everybody gets the XP, not just Oats. We're all keeping everybody on the same level for XP.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Also, good job not dying, Oats. You did good. Let's see here. Not only did you have to deal with the trade-off with him one-shotting the the shadow after he finally showed up, is that you kind of had to deal with him afterwards. So good job with that too, I suppose. Let's see here. RP. I feel like you guys did pretty good with RP today. Everybody contributed. Everybody had their own kind of stuff going on, their own scenes, Aldrik checking out the box. That was funny.
Sorry about the flow. I'm having a migraine here, so.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Oh, well, you did good for having a migraine. I usually can't do this kind of thing when I have migraines because the lights, like the studio lights, are just it's too much with migraine.
Oh yeah, I'm not in the studio, so that helps.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you guys did really good with the RP today. So I'll give y'all a 4. Why not? I'll be generous. Lore and quest. Okay. Well, we got some lore quest. We made progress on the shadows for sure. Like you killed half of them. I think that's progress. Lore. I don't know any specific lore we really got today.
The head?
Yeah, I mean, you saw the head, but you didn't understand what it is or anything. You didn't learn
It's
anything.
an undead head, all right?
The Oathbreaker goes crazy too. We know that.
You got to see Oathbreaker Soul lose his mind. Yeah. There's a reason he never draws his sword, I guess. But it seemed like you really needed help, so he drew it. That's why I was telling you to run. Yeah, okay, I'll take that into consideration. Okay. I'll count killing one of the shadows as like quest progression. I'll give you guys a 3 for lore quest. Yeah, you got the ball rolling on getting the other shadow out. Yeah, I mean, you didn't learn anything about the severed head, but I mean, I guess that was part of like tracking the shadow down. Like you learned that the undead ping wasn't a shadow. So, yeah, okay.
I do feel like we should address the head though at some point.
It's funny. I wasn't ready for Aldrik to be the one to interact with the head. Like I was all prepped for Asher to be the guy that ended up conversating with the severed head. I did not foresee it being Aldrik at all. So when it was Aldrik, I almost didn't even know what to say. I was all prepped for Asher because he was starting the episode investigating the wagon. So yeah, but rule of cool. I mean, I kind of think the interaction with the head was pretty cool. The fight with the shadow was pretty cool. The whole thing with Soul, like basically the one roll you made there was whether Soul showed up to help you or how Jin got there first, who was closer. And you rolled Soul. Honestly, like Haojin probably would have been better because he wouldn't have lost his mind. Yeah, but yeah, so it's kind of trade off there. They're different characters.
But then we wouldn't have gotten that sweet lore of
Yeah, the crit with his great sword or whatever, his rusty great sword. Yeah, there's quite a few cool moments today, I think. Um, I'll give you guys a 3 for cool. So that puts you guys at 7, 10, 13% of a level today, and that should, you guys were at 30 something before, right?
41.
41. So you're now at 54.
4.
Yep. Halfway
Just
there.
posting it.
All right. Now let's talk about goals real quick. I did try to give opportunity for everybody's goals, even though some of you only posted them today, Brandon. But that's okay. I understand. Let's see here. Let me take a look at goals. All right, we'll go in reverse order. Echo, find out what exactly the smugglers are smuggling. I think you did. You did succeed on that. So you can mark a success for that. You have more inspiration to use next time. Protect Kalia Meilin from the darkness. They weren't really in any direct danger today. They weren't really in today's session. Neither Kalia or Meilin were really interacted with today at all. Get to creation. Obviously, that didn't happen either. So the good news is it wasn't Kalia or Meilin that got randomly rolled to be attacked by the shadow next. So that is.
As I had said in there, he was specifically watching over them. So if it had been one of them, I would have been like, no, I'm there.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, this is gonna be one of those things where you were more specific actually, so never mind what I was gonna say. You said from the darkness. So all right. I'll give you 1 success.
I'm not arguing it for the thing there. That wasn't the thing there. I was more saying this was.
You protect. You always protect, even when they're not involved. I got you. Wild Oats. Don't die, which I think obviously you can't just put don't die every session for a goal, but I think we all know what you were talking about with this goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think we all know you were saying I'm alone with a shadow. I don't want to die alone with the shadow. So I'm going to count
I was thinking about that while writing it, and I was like, it's too thematically on point.
Yeah. I'll give you success there. You definitely did not die. Reflect on self and goal. I don't know. Did you do anything today that might like to take time to reflect or like, I don't know. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, when I walked off, I wrote it in chat because you were talking to Madainn.
Yeah, I do remember
I
seeing
pray
some
to the
text.
fool, sit thinking about my fortune. Yeah, it's quite specific.
Okay. Pray to the fool, sit thinking about my fortune, thinking about what future may hold. Okay. All right. I'll count it. Fool is good. I was actually just thinking the other day that the fool is really good for you.
Yeah, that's why I was holding back on like saying what Oats might worship because I was trying to feel him out as a character a little bit.
Yeah, I think the fool is a good pick for sure. Have a trophy made. I mean, yeah, you kind of will complete it. I'm gonna count it as a success. You'll complete it next session. I almost feel like, man, that's kind of on me though. I'm gonna count it as a success because that way you don't have to keep the same goal for next session. I don't want you, in case you have other goals you want to pick. It's either I count it as a success now, and let you have room for another goal if you want to pick a another goal for next week. Or I count on it. I tell you have to keep it as a goal for next week, and then count as success automatically at the start of session, basically next week, which seems kind of stupid. But that means you got 3 goals completed today, which is pretty freaking awesome. So you can mark success on all of those.
Nice. I just
Madainn.
have to remember to use these inspirations.
Yes. Yes. So far, I think, well, maybe it was just today, but I think the only person that used it was Brandon, right? I don't remember if you used it during the combat or not.
I did not. I forgot about him.
It's all good. You didn't need it. All right. So Madainn, find the source of the previously rumbling ground. I was thinking about having an event happen today that ended up not happening related to that. If you guys couldn't figure out something to do. But you didn't really like try to check on the ground today, I almost feel like, did you?
No, I was more getting us trying to get us to creation. That
Yeah.
was my big goal today.
I'm kind of with the aqueducts, but I don't know. If
Actually,
that has
I think that was more about was that the ground?
It didn't have anything to do with the rumbling ground, but being it could be considered investigating it. It's not finding the source of the rumbling ground. I mean, I know what the source is, and it's at least 3 days travel away right now. So I don't know. I almost feel like it's not fair to you though to have that and to get to creation, which are two goals that can't really be completed unless you travel for 3 days. So I don't know.
I'm totally good with rollover goals. I haven't used any of my inspirations. So
okay. Get more than an inkling about the whole Ouroboros thing. The Ouroboros symbol was mentioned today. I don't remember exactly when it came.
I wasn't there for it.
Yeah, it was on
it was
on Echo.
An Asher
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
He put it on his arm.
Never mind. No. Nothing happened. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Nobody else, none of the other players saw you do it.
No one saw that. No one saw me reveal that. No one saw that. All right.
And Zhen Wei and the bodyguards don't know the significance of the symbol, obviously. Like, either I guess they haven't heard about what you guys found in the inn in great detail yet, or they just don't care. Maybe they're aloof. They didn't seem to react to you having the symbol on you, though. Which might be good, because we know whoever knows the symbol or whoever wears the symbol is bad. They didn't seem to recognize it, so maybe they're not that bad. I guess, or
they're transporting a severed undead head, and they service the demon. So I would say, they're not that bad.
There's no way.
Wait. They service the demon. Okay. I can understand that transporting an undead head is blasphemous. Yes, like undeath is
the
probably.
Devil. Its name is the devil.
Yeah, the devil's an arcana, man. Yeah. He's holy.
Yeah. No.
The devil has a divine right. Now, I know it's kind of hard to keep that in mind because it's called the devil, but in this setting,
so the Tower's a really fun guy, and you should all hang around him, right?
Yeah, well, the Tower can be bad news too. Yes, but
so being Arcana means they can be bad news. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean, there's good and bad with the Arcana. It's not always.
The Tower has been pretty great. He only really tells you the ominous stuff about you dying.
Yeah. Certainly having him around is not going to negatively impact you at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll get to that. So, like, the thing with Nurnham from last campaign was that he's a bad omen. He's a walking bad luck. That's part of his AOE, you might say. But yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like the devil, I guess technically it is a demon. It is the devil, but he's an arcana. He's one of our demons. You know what I mean?
He's the bad guy. You know, your
Hey.
continued defense of bad people, will be noted. All right.
You know, I'm just gonna say the last campaign, Raifa, the Bodhisattva for the devil, he did a lot of good. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
Where is he now?
We don't know. He might be dead. He might be dead. I think we don't really know for sure. But he's played by Vincent D'Onofrio, by the way, just so you guys know. All right. Well, is that everybody? I think I got everybody.
No, there's mine. It's just under your thumbs up, a little bit over there.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. Aldrik. Help people from the caravan get to hallowed ground.
Nope.
Unfortunately, there was no hallowed ground.
I will say known, but
there was hallowed ground, and then you decided there wasn't hallowed ground.
Well, I made a mistake. I was going to cut you guys some slack and give you some hallowed ground. And one of you guys was like, no, I was paying attention before. This area was not hallowed. I was like, all right. Guess I should have been paying better attention.
Or not paying attention.
Yeah. Face the shadows and be victorious.
Neither.
I mean, Oats faced the shadow today. I'd say that you guys spent the episode hunting them down. Yeah. The thing is, like, the victorious part hasn't been achieved yet. It almost certainly will be at the start of next session, though. But I don't know for sure. The shadow could kill you first. So I guess if you want to hang on to that one.
Yeah, I definitely will, but I for sure didn't do it in this session.
And begin traveling towards creation. I mean, you haven't yet. You've got everybody packed up. But since okay, well, you got everybody packed up, but you haven't actually taken the first steps toward creation yet. I guess the first actual steps. I could see the lawyering though. Like, well, it says begin.
No, I'm not doing that.
No.
No.
All right.
I'm fine with having known down this session.
Well, I appreciate your strictness and honesty, sir. Very good of you. Keeping true to the Emperor, I see. Very good job. The Emperor would be proud. All right. Well, I think that covers everybody's goals today. Good job. Good job, guys. Thanks for playing. Pleasure as always. So I guess next episode, we're going to see what happens with the shadow currently attacking Jin Hai. And then we'll start your trip to creation, I think. I think that's the only it's the only logical next step. And that's when things are going to really start getting fun. So I was telling Brandon, I think after last week, I was like, when you play, because this whole time Brandon's been like, I want to go to creation. I want to go to creation, Sam. I just want to take the group and go to creation. And I was telling Brandon, like, how when you play a video game and you have like a starter area where it teaches you like, this is how quests work, and this is the introduction to combat. Even though all of you guys clearly know how to play D&D.
No, there's this is the reason that there is skip the tutorial in video games. This is not a benefit for you, Sam.
Yeah. This kind of has been the de facto tutorial area, but I mean, you guys are halfway to level 2 now. And maybe once we get you guys up a level, you'll be a little bit more prepared for what comes next. We'll see. It's only 3 days travel. How rough could it possibly be? I'm
Mhm.
sure you guys will be fine.
What could possibly go wrong?
You've stayed
Already asked.
here.
It's good. We're fine.
Yeah, I'm thinking about travel time for other things too. So you guys have already stayed here one night. Now you're staying the second night. So I'm just, keeping things in mind because,
Things keep dying in creation, right?
if things were like, I don't know, traveling from creation to you, like they're over halfway there at this point. Yeah. Also, to get your long rest, you guys are gonna have to finish the combat like that just started next session, and then finish the third shift, and then the fourth shift, and well, except for Asher, I guess, who's technically already taken his long rest because he did it during the day. But the rest of you,
Yep,
get your long rest after the shadow is slain.
How
Or
much health does Jinhai have?
you don't know a number? Do I need to spoil it and tell you?
I mean, it's up to you.
Here, I'll tell you. No? You're saying Daken's saying no, don't spoil it. All right. I won't spoil it and tell you. I have it though. I have his sheet. So there's that. So we'll find out next time if he survives or not. I don't know. But thank you guys for playing. And thank you guys for watching. You can catch us next week with some more of Divinity and Darkness, and of course tomorrow with Defiant. And yeah, everybody have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
See you guys.
Thank you for DMing.
Thanks for playing.